computer froze. Just kidding. All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of our stay-at-home open mic. That's right. Stay-at-home open mic. Most of us are coming in from our living rooms, from our houses, because we're keeping it cool, keeping it safe. And we're gonna get together and share our creative work, celebrate each other's creative work, and have a little bit of fun. Kick back, relax. So you guys got your favorite drink, coffee, tea, your favorite libation. Go ahead and jump on that. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have a good time tonight. We got a nice list. As always, we're centered in El Paso, Texas, but silver lining to this whole thing is we're connecting with people from all over the place. So as I introduce people, I'll let you know where they're coming in from. Again, we have people from all over the U.S. We're getting a little international again today, so I do look forward to that. But more importantly, this is a platform for the performers. So definitely make sure to show some love. So everyone watching on YouTube, first of all, welcome, whether you're watching live right now, or at some point in the future, which is your present and our past. But hey, I want to thank you for tuning in. And we got a crazy show. Show some love to performers. You can do that by just, typing it out in the chat, whether it be in the Zoom call or on YouTube. But we're going to go ahead and get things started. In fact, we're going to start off with a first timer here at this specific open mic. That's not to say they aren't a first timer all around. They're joining us from Oakland, California, and this is their first time joining us. And I'm super happy to get to hear them perform. Let's go ahead and welcome to the stage. Let's go ahead and bring up D. Allen. D, hey, welcome. Good to have you on the show.
Thanks for welcoming me onto your program.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Welcome.
Okay. I know several people at this open mic already, but for those of y'all who don't know me, allow me to introduce myself to you properly. I'm D. Allen from Oakland, California, and I'm only going to be doing 2 poems for tonight. Before I go into them, a little Zoom etiquette. If you like what you hear coming from me today, you can respond by either leaving your comments in Zoom chat, direct message me through Zoom chat, or use the reactions button for hands clapping, thumbs up, or if you totally dig the piece that I've already done, the big red heart for love. Now, the 2 pieces I'm about to do happen to come from my new book, Eloi Onichi, Poems, 2013 to 2018. This poetry book is separated into 3 sections. I'm only going to be doing 2 poems for tonight, 1 per section. And the first poem comes from section 2, entitled Beauty of Nature. From pages 22 in the book, this is an ode of sorts to one of the things that makes the environment everything that it is. This is called Clear Gold. 71% of Earth, 60% of us. Gathering gray clouds, streaks of lightning, thunder rolls. Gaia takes another shower, cleansed each time, refreshed by this. Absorbing into leaves from rain, deer lapping it up from woodland streams, pathway to the safety of the river bottom for swimming fish. Cities' steel veins flowing through our faucets, matrix of life, sated by this. Corporations monopolize, keep private what was formerly free, sold back to us, plastic bottles of this. Fear lingers in the hearts of some who care that in future wars, soldiers or drones will fight to the death, the final prize. This, clear gold. "71% of Earth, 60% of us, of greater value than any solid gold." And that first poem was called Clear Gold, my ode to this stuff here, water, H2O. And I wrote that on Mother's Day 2014 in the middle of one of the worst droughts that California has ever faced. Imagine going 4 years, count them, 4 years with little or no rainfall at all. And after enduring 4 years of that shit, I realized how valuable this stuff is to me and for all of us. Clear gold. And the last poem comes from section 3 of the book entitled Travels Through Nature. And these are autobiographical pieces based on green areas that I've went to visit in the recent past. From page 53 in the book, the title of the piece is self-explanatory. It's called The Grand Canyon. I knew I'd become part of something grand the moment I disembarked the tour bus, ran across a parking lot, trying to outrace a rain shower. It ended as soon as it began. I watched my final destination stretched out before me. Intermittent rainfall, wind, failure of slopes, the mighty Colorado River. Over 500 aeons molded deep furrows, jagged buttes, time-sharpened mesas, widen an 18-mile rift across this island earth. Mother Nature is quite the accomplished sculptress. From the eastern rim, sand-caked limestone cliff where I stood, I couldn't see the Colorado River force itself past towering walls, exposed layers of minerals. A steam-powered train from Williams, Arizona brought me to the south rim. Then the full tour bus transported me to where the air had a vanilla scent around ponderosa pines and trotting elks, the chasm of my fifth grade dreams. I knew I'd become part of something grand the moment I confronted that canyon.
Yeah, man. Awesome. Dig it. Yeah. Thanks, dude. What's the name of the book? Of your book?
And that poem was called The Grand Canyon. Both of the
Nice.
poems I did tonight came out of my new book, Eloi Onichi, now available from Conviction to Change Publishing. From this computer mic to your ears, I'm D. Allen. Thanks for listening.
Appreciate that, man. That's awesome, D. You've got it down to like a T to a science. You're like, all right, before let me just lay everything down. This is what I'm gonna do. Here it is, and then you already did your plugs and everything. So I feel like man, now I felt like super unprepared when I go to other shows.
And I
um
kept it all within the 5 minute time limit.
beautiful. I love it. I do have a timer going on, guys. So if anyone starts to go on like way too long, just kind of keep track of your time, guys. But yeah, I appreciate that, D. Definitely look forward to checking out that book. But we're gonna go ahead and keep going, guys, because we're going from the US to we're going international again. We're going right into, we got Umesh back in the house. Always happy when he gets to join us here. And let me see, which one do I? There's two of you here. What? Okay, I'll let you unmute and then I will feature you. How you doing today, Umesh?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Okay.
Okay, there you are.
Okay. I will do a few short poems. Those are very short poems. So the first one is called Lost and Found. Signboard says lost and found. True. You find love to lose yourself. Lose yourself to find yourself. I asked the lady at the counter, had she found love? She said, the queue is long, but she still sings song. Wait is there, life is short. What is right cannot be wrong, but it won't be long. That was the first one, and second one is a very short one. Lucius Food took him to lusty woods. Lucius Food took him to lusty woods where food ate the man alive. That was the second one. Third one is, every day I think to tell the truth. Every day I think to tell the truth, then I think, whose truth should I tell? Every day I think to tell the truth. Should I tell the lie of the truth, or should I tell the truth of the lie? That was the third one, and this is the last one. It's your misunderstanding that time is yours. My friend, time is of moments. Agree, time is unfaithful, ruthless. But this moment is yours. Dream is yours. Time is sum total of moments. Time is the expense of every breath. Dissolve into the colors of moments. Let it color the painting of your time. Thank you.
Wow. Some quick, powerful ruminations. I loved it. I loved it. So really quick before we move on, how can people connect with you online or find any of your work online?
Yeah, this is Unmesh Mohitkar, Facebook, Instagram, Mohitkar Unmesh on Twitter, and I've got a book on Amazon as well, Light Shadow Life. I will ping that link. It's a nice with short poems, nice book. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Richie. It's fun to be here.
Cool.
I always
Yeah.
love to be part of this open mic. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. I'm working hard to get everyone on. I'm muted, am I? No, I'm not. Okay. That's weird. And okay, I'm letting people into the chat. Yo, spotlight. Okay. That's weird. I don't know what happened to the video thing. To the video feed. But anyway, yeah, I love having you too. Man, you guys are starting off strong, but then like just kind of like nice, short and sweet in the poems. So I appreciate that. Again, shout out to everyone who is watching on YouTube. Thanks as always. Oh, we got Lacan in the house. Heck yeah, we're gonna hear from him a little bit later in the list, but we're gonna keep going as we have it. We have one of the most positive guys I know. He always, even if I'm feeling a little tired or down on a Monday, it's always good to see all of you guys. But this guy in particular always just kind of comes with this infectious energy. And so he was also featured in our Valentine's mixtape. We did our first Valentine's mixtape. We had 11 poets do a quick piece, and I believe he was the second on that. And so it's good to have him return. Let's go ahead and make some noise and welcome our next performer. Let's hear it for our friend, Mr. Ed Poetastic.
Woo, Richie! Everyone did a poetastic and poetific job. I love it. You're the man with the plan that's on the man. Woo! Okay, let's get this party started. I got I got one short one, and I got one short one. I got two short ones, just 3 poems. This is called Singing Steak. Scrumptious T-bone steak, sitting on the blackened grill, keep my stomach wide awake, send me into thrills and chills. I know the vegetarians scream, why steak? But I only eat and never ever kill. My hunger is vast in any lake. Steak, vegetables, right up so size my will. Okay, and this is called Love High. I'm a stoner that's not high on plants, but a bodily response called love. My hopes of receiving more things from up above. The pink fragrance went completely in my nose and through my heart, my head. My inner nightmares going silently to bed. My body feels one with the fluffy pink clouds while hearing the birds making dreamlike sounds. My eyes shine bright pink, making me want to sprout golden wings. It makes me stop and listen to the celestial angels sing. I've been standing here looking at nothingness without inhaling toxic rain. My body stiff as a board, not trying to cause a scene. The love daze shoots my heart into deep space and back, a motion that's beyond Newton's laws and mathematical facts. My intoxicated mind has visions of a lovely woman that I never meet, the problem of suffering from cruel irony of defeat. I really need to get something off my chest. You're not real. My starving heart captivated by your looks and sex appeal. The mystical love high comes now and again. I wonder where I am or where I've been. Okay, and this is called Elemental Ink. Poetry is food for the soul. Poetry is water to the seas. Poetry is soul to the plants. Poetry is fire to the sun. Poetry is wind to the birds. Poetry is thunder to the storms. Poetry is rain to the oceans. Poetry is sand to the desert. Poetry is lava to the volcanoes. Poetry is stars in deep space. Poetry is light in the darkness. Poetry is sand to the beach. Poetry is gas to the cars. Poetry is sound to bats. Poetry is knowledge to scholars. Poetry is zen to a monk. Poetry is stars to astronomers. Poetry is God to a preacher. Poetry is work to a workaholic. Poetry is spells to a wizard. Poetry is fish to a fisher. Poetry is sword to a samurai. Poetry is a pen to a writer. Poetry is philosophy to a thinker. Poetry is books to a reader. Poetry is plow to a farmer. Poetry is an animal to a zookeeper. Poetry is food to a chef. Poetry is stage to an actor. Poetry is student to a teacher. Poetry is money to a banker. Poetry is clay to a sculptor. Poetry is a music to a composer. Poetry is a ring to a boxer. Poetry is paint to an artist. Poetry is tune to a singer. Poetry is beats to a rapper. Poetry is piano to a pianist. Poetry is gravity to earth. Poetry is sight to the blind. Poetry is blood from me to you. Thank you very much. Whew.
Yeah, man, that was quite the list, you know. I feel like you could have tacked on a couple more there, you know, you know what I'm saying? Poetry is internet connection to an online poetry reading.
That's right. He's feeling it.
Dig it, man. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. As always, for your participation in all these. So, for people catching you for the first time or just don't know you, how can they connect with you online if they wish to do so?
Oh, you could follow me on Facebook at Eddie Foreman, and you can follow me at IG and Ed Foreman 92. And remember, when the mic is right, you're gonna hear me spitting some good poetic, poetastic words.
Awesome. I love it, man. I love it. Uh, dig it, dig it. Poetastic, man. What a phrase, man. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we're gonna keep going, guys. I want to see how efficient you guys are. Like being super efficient today. I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. It's like, can I talk for 5 minutes? No, I'm kidding. I'm not. But we're gonna go ahead and keep going, just so we can get people on. You know why? Because we're just trying to be conscious of people's time, and I know like people, it's late for people, and trying to get them on. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Denver, one of our regulars. We love to hear from him. Always dropping some helpful stuff as well. Let's go ahead and welcome Mike Sindler back to the stage. Mike, how's it doing?
Richie.
How you doing?
Hey, everybody. I tell you, even when you're, low energy like I am today, you just cannot help but feel a little bit better after listening to Eddie, huh? Just so positive. Always enjoy him. Well, with Mardi Gras coming up, I figured I'd just do a couple things that are sort of New Orleans oriented as a start. This one's called Idaho, written while eating chicken at Popeyes on Colfax. He grew up in Idaho, but felt he was from New Orleans. Creole, Cajun, and Zydeco. He grew up in Idaho, but from his sound you'd never know. Bayou blood flowed from his genes. He grew up in Idaho, but felt he was from New Orleans. Was he right? How am I to know? There's more to life than what it seems. Mississippi River flows. Was he right? How am I to know? Ninth Ward flocked to see his shows. They loved to hear him live his dreams. Was he right? How am I to know? There's more to life than what it seems. And moving on, this is another New Orleans one that's sort of post-Katrina called Goddamn Resilient. I will not be washed away. I will not be broken. There's no wind strong enough, nor can all the water in the ocean take away the memory and life of this, my crescent jewel. Anyone who bets against me is nothing but a fool. Cultures blend in this delta and flow outward like the water to fertilize the entire globe from this, my maze-like quarters. The music beating in my veins that trumpets through the streets is stronger than mere rains and tides with its triumphant beat. My wards full of survivors will patch me back together. I'm the spirit of New Orleans, and there's nothing I can't weather. And last, I'm just going to do one that's, oh, what the hell. This is a sestina. just because everybody needs a cystine in their life every now and then. And this is called Noise and Noise. Heater whirring, refrigerator hums, incessant ticking of the spring-wound clock, thump of bass through wall from music next door, leaky faucet drips every 3 seconds. Overhead, heavy shoes stomp and tap through the window, argument on sidewalk. Police push drunk kid down onto the sidewalk, lying face to ground. Boy mumbles and hums TV theme song. Cop gives him a nightstick tap. Jesus, it's damn noisy for 9 o'clock. Watching the dial slowly click off seconds. Someone knocking. Who the hell's at the door? Pull on pants. There's more banging at the door. One more look at the scene on the sidewalk. Stare across the room for a few seconds. Static from the neighbor's stereo hums. Time seems out of phase, not synced with the clock. Water drops echo and staccato tap. Bang replaced by a shave and a haircut tap. Still reluctant to see who's at the door. Poe's telltale heart not as loud as this clock. Escalating drama on the sidewalk. Wails of pain and anger replace the hums. Scream seems to last an hour, not just seconds. Wait, I'll only be a few more seconds. Who's this asshole continuing to tap? Kid howls as the sound of a taser hums. The cops drag him into their car, slam the door. Pool of fresh crimson blood on the sidewalk. 5 long minutes have gone by on the clock. What jerk would be knocking at 9 o'clock? Can I get some peace for a few seconds? Squawking radio shouts from the sidewalk. As I twist the knob, there's a final tap. A damn Jehovah's Witness at the door. My brain goes ballistic, rattles and hums. I want to clean his clock. What nerve to tap. Right this second, get away from my door. Down on the sidewalk, the drunk kid still hums. Okay, thank y'all.
All right, man. Awesome. So you know the drill. I know you don't have anything, but what's going on with Lighthouse Riders? Yeah.
LighthouseWriters.org, and once again, great organization here in Denver, has lots of neat things. I am going to put one thing in particular. I'm just going to put them, and then I'm going to put a link to a specific thing that's coming up on the 19th, which I guess is Friday. Which is a writing in color that's specifically like a get-together thing for writers of color, amazingly enough, from the name. It's really neat. It's a free event. All you got to do is go to this link, register, and they'll send you the Zoom link to it. So once again, LighthouseWriters.org. Thank y'all very much.
Dig it. LighthouseWriters.org. And
okay,
and when you
to that.
That's awesome. Yeah, come in through with the links. Link MS.
Yeah, it is writers though. So I'm gonna actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the plural. I know you don't have the social media handles, but when you do, I saw a fun suggestion in the chat. Somebody wrote down Mike Sindler Radica. Is that a identity
no,
we have not seen yet here?
That is. I'm amazed that somebody would do that to me. Evil
oh no.
Yes.
Well, if you ever consider it, if that's ever a part that needs to happen, an alter ego.
Hard to imagine that ever happening. Yes.
Awesome. All right. Hey, well, thanks for joining us, man. Yeah, check out the Lighthouse Riders awesome series of workshops. My friend Cheryl's gonna be involved in doing some of that stuff pretty soon too. I saw. So yeah, super cool. Let's see where we're going. From Mike, we're gonna go to Maine. From Mike to Maine. That's right. You've seen him here before. We got the one, the only Generalissimo up next in the house. Yes. In salute, we welcome you. Let me see. Let me find you. I don't know. I'm having a hard time with the videos today. Yo. Let's see.
Here.
There you are. I see you. What's up? How are you doing today?
I'm going to take a sip of grape Gatorade.
Cool.
I found some grape Gatorade today.
It's disappearing in the green screen.
Is everything done?
There you go.
I'm going to read a poem that mentions Great Gatorade. So let me find it for you. The dragonfly incident, or why bug spray exists. I was attacked by what I think was a dragonfly. Its stinger stuck in my neck, and that stinger got stuck because my iron-rich blood it had to suck. With my hand, I swallowed the beast. When I looked, I saw a torrential flood of my delicious blood and nasty bug guts. It itched so much, it drove me nuts. I drove to the Rite Aid for a Band-Aid for a half off was a box of temporary tourniquets that was purple like grape Gatorade. When I'm hot and sweaty, Grape-Aid is the flavor I most savor, as was my blood to that dragonfly or whatever. And now I think I should end this account with a rhyme more clever. One more thing, do dragonflies sting? And let's see what I have for you next. If I can pull it up. Go back to this piece that I read last week. Called Cocaine. I made a couple changes to it. Cocaine. When you discover the current love of your life loves cocaine, and you were too naive to realize it was present long before you met, it is not something to wait out to find a pathway to resolution or rehab. Any suggestion of getting help might result in verbally abusive quips to divert conversations to personal vulnerabilities that exist outside the relationship. Information you freely gave becomes gunpowder for cannonballs of defensiveness. All that unobstructed communication you had never before experienced in your life feels like it is blowing holes through your body, missing your heart, just enough for you to hang in there, just long enough for you to load another cannonball and light a fuse. The truth about the hard truth. I went to bed with a cold, this is an epigram. I went to bed with a cold fact, with no cuddling after. Star Davis from her poem Today God. When you sleep in the same bed with the hard truth will state its purpose and roll over to face the wall so it doesn't have to look you in the eyes. The hard truth will recognize an infatuation with potential to transform into true love. The hard truth will pretend to have restless leg syndrome so it can either sleep on the couch or make a not so graceful exit. The problem with going to bed with the hard truth is that the hard truth doesn't realize all its posturing is a bit slouchy and predictable. The hard truth believes it always stands tall, but the hard truth is a human being with faults. It stays awake at night worrying about and idiosyncrasies it can't see in the mirror. The hard truth will never admit it, but every once in a while, the hard truth slips up and tells a lie. And let's do this piece called Visions of. You are everything to me. The sun, the moon, the stars, the seas. You stole my heart and you never gave it back. If I tried to quit you, honey, the odds against me would be stacked. You say you don't know what you do to me, but I believe you know subconsciously. I have tried to find a way to leave. You've stitched your heart to my sleeve. I am trapped, lost, and found all at once. When you look at me, I feel I've been stared at by the sun. Summer breezes bring visions of you to my mind, as snow squalls do convey in kind. My soul has been branded forever by your voice. I shall never own a Rolls Royce. And finally, how to heal a broken heart. I thought the rapture had happened, and we were the last two people on earth. A hazy yellow streetlight lit your face. Tear after tear fell down your left cheek from the same spot. What I did next was both inappropriate and appropriate at the same time. I touched your face and traced the track of your tear. At that moment, you stopped crying. At that moment, I noticed my calloused fingertip had marred the visage of a polished limestone Bernini goddess. No one was there to witness my sinful act. At home, I kicked off my shoes. An oblong wound, something was stuck to my right shoe. I peeled it from the shoe. It expanded and contracted. Expanded, contracted, expanded, contracted, contracted. I realized it was half of your broken heart. 19 years later, I am 80 pounds heavier and almost bald. Your Julie Christie, Dr. Zhivago long blonde hair is now silver and Mia Farrow shorts. Your Liz Taylor violet eyes have feet of crows. Your crimson lips have faded to a muted coral. You touched my shoulder from behind and said, "Thank you." I said, "Do I know you?" 19 years ago in this exact spot, you wiped a tear from my eye, and I realized caring can transpire from happenstance. To me, the touch of your finger felt smooth as the finest silk. This little trail of tears on my face happened long before we met. Too many misguided choices and so much crying have cut through my soul like a hurricane cuts through a barrier island. I opened my wallet and pulled out a folded piece of paper containing half of a broken heart. You told me that broken hearts heal themselves by shedding broken skins that die so the heart can live on. You reached into your purse and pulled out a satin bag, which held the other half. It expanded and contracted, expanded, contracted, expanded, expanded, jumped into the night air and brought my half of your broken heart back to life. Gracias, everyone.
Awesome, man. And also, I dug the explanation of why you're always saying gracias too. One of the videos I was watching you that you shared. Dig it, man. Dig it. Much love. Some noise. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful. That was so beautiful.
Yeah.
Who's saying that?
That last piece.
Pocahon.
Pocahon, yeah.
Oh,
You got me over here crying. That was so beautiful. Thank you for that.
If I can make the Pocahon cry, I have succeeded as a poet, and I never have to read poetry ever again in my life.
But
I appreciate you so much.
But don't do that.
Yes,
don't do
you
that.
do.
We want you to
You
come
have
back.
to read more.
You know, I
You don't
appreciate
get away
doing
that
more
easy.
Pocahon, and we can argue about that all we want, right? I love
Yeah,
everyone
that last one cut pretty hard. I definitely felt that shit hit hard. Why didn't you submit to the mixtape, man? Okay, whatever.
Oh,
We missed
well,
it.
you
We
can-
missed that. But we'll do feature things, man. So
Okay.
so really quick, I know you know the whole thing that we do. How can we get you online if someone wants to go catch some of your cool haikus and your food posts and all the cool stuff you share?
Oh, yes. What have I got to do? Oh, you know, I have to put it in the thing. It's Brian Ira Franco on Facebook and GNRLSMO on Instagram, and I'll stick that in the chat as well. So thank you, Richie, and thank you, Poet Khan. I wish I had Kleenex.
Oh, I know, right? Or like here's a download link and we can 3D print Kleenex and stuff. I don't know why I'm having trouble with the spotlight today. Even if I remove it, like you stay on the screen. That's so weird. Anyway, that was awesome, man. And I always remember your Instagram, the way you spell it, because I think of Biggie Smalls. He has that song Hypnotize, or you know how he always likes to kind of spell out in his songs. So I always think yours is GNRLSMO. You
know what? I am
lay
not
down slow.
You know, I do not know enough about Biggie Smalls except that it was him and Tupac that had the little feud, right?
The rap beef, yeah. That's as
Yeah.
it's
And
said.
otherwise, I couldn't recognize one of his songs to save my life, and I am that horrible.
It's all good and it happens, but definitely check them out. There's some interesting ones, and one of my favorite videos is him freestyling on the street as a young one, you know, and he's just like hitting a flow, going inward, freestyling. You know, freestyle is like this interesting art, and I see Mos Def do this too when he freestyles. He goes like within, and he goes to a place, and he just starts flowing without thinking about it. It's beautiful. Anyway, that's every time I hear the GNR, I think of like how he spells out his stuff. So I got to make a beat for that in the future for you. All right, let's keep going though, because we got peeps on the East Coast that I want to make sure to get on. In fact, our next performer is making their return from New York City. The person we affectionately know as the beanie wearing Soul Sister. That's right. We have a return and it's good to have you. You didn't have to wait as long again this time because you've been signing up early, which I love. Welcome back. How are you doing today?
Hey friends, I'm doing well. I got new shit for you. It's called A Litmus Test of the Heart.
New shit.
You shit.
New shit.
The worst pain I've ever felt, a broken heart. More tears shed than my body could handle. I should have known better than to fall for my opposite, but those eyes were too beautiful to not say hello to. The catatonic behavior, the messes, the piercings that had to be repierced. The years spent over analyzing what I did wrong, what she did wrong. Why a water sign and an earth sign could not defy the odds. Some do, but are they happy? Some say it is all bullshit, certain signs not gelling well. But we know in our hearts and bones who to avoid as soon as we see them. Body language is everything. But not all loss is romantic. Platonic losses are just as hard. But when you do not see eye to eye anymore, some refusing to never mature, you need to move on. And sometimes closure is not an option, not because one cannot bring themselves to do it, because the other refuses to accept reality. You cannot be Peter Pan forever. The book did end eventually. As pain, a pain so many have to experience, the loss of family, when you can no longer communicate with the most important tribe in your life. Maybe because of politics, but politics does show one's true colors, whether we want to see them or not. We break up with careers, once having a strong passion for something you thought would be forever, and yet over and over again, people show their true colors, becoming more and more turned off, looking for other ways to create and thrive. And as I said, you cannot be Peter Pan forever. Priorities change. This is not a bad thing. The ones who do not see this, the something or bust folks that do not light up your sphere, think about it. The single note beings never help the melodies and harmonies flow. Think about it. We are in relationships all the time. We learn from all of them. The older we get, the more we realize who we want in our spheres, who we hope will not break our hearts, and vice versa. Hope, as nothing is certain, except for two things. If she does not know who Zadie Smith is or cannot recognize the all things considered jingle, run. One, you do not need to waste your time on those weirdos. And you can already feel in your bones that that will be one messy breakup. Thank you.
Awesome. Nice. I love Zadie Smith.
My favorite.
Oh yeah, totally. I just picked up White Teeth again.
Nice. I worked with her a few years ago. She's wonderful.
What? Oh man, that's super cool.
Awesome.
So really quick, I know you got a couple Instagrams that you want to put out there. Like how can people find you if they're watching right now on YouTube, for example, and want to see your work?
You can find me on Instagram at ES_Strauss and Broadway Broker_New York. Thank you so much.
Who is Zadie Smith?
The author?
Yeah, check her out. She's pretty
awesome.
Pretty awesome author. I think her
Zadie
debut
Smith's
book.
the shit.
She's brilliant.
Yeah, she is brilliant.
Awesome. Definitely got to read more. And she's written some cool articles too. So yeah, definitely check it out. Recommendation. That's something we could do now too. Cause like, I'm sure people are like getting tired of like the whole like social media spiel and like, you're like, yeah, you guys know where to find me, but you should read this book. That'd be kind of a cool way to share some things too. Or you should check out this author. That's fun. Yeah. If you ever don't want to share your stuff, I know it's like the whole song and dance of the online mic, but if there's anything you'd like to recommend, definitely that'd be super cool. Just thinking about that now. All right, we're gonna keep going. Sticking around the East Coast, heading to New Jersey, we've got Nick Paleologos with his awesome background, ready to kill it once again. Nick, you made it back. You found your way back. Good to have you, dude. How you doing?
I am fantastic, Richie. Thank you for having me again, man. Yes, I did make it back, man. Sterling can't keep me held here forever, Yeah. Can't keep me here forever. So I don't know if I shared this one, but I have a couple for you and everything. This is the first one. I did this one for a prompt earlier at the Nuyo. And it's apparently called Screamo poetry or something like that. And it's not Screamo poetry because the song I'm going to cover is a house song, which is the polar opposite of Screamo, unless you're trying to get into industrial. That involves a little Screamo. This one is called What the First One Feels Like. And I don't even know how I survive. I won't make it down the road with one headlight. No, I don't even know if I'm alive. Whoa, without you now, this is what it feels like. What does it feel like, Nick? I'll tell you what it feels like. It feels like I'm submerged into an ocean and discover a new species each time, illuminating an imminent interpretation of insipid emotions. Sharks have smelled my blood, shredding me at my seams. Minnows magnetizing madness. Coral reefs are cultivating rage. The ocean is fluids of what could have been. The current washed me down ashore while gagging on lies. One headlight from the car showing half road and half shore. That Saturn showing me that I'm broken like it and barely functioning like it. I see you in front of me with another figure behind you, demonic, red sclera, smirking Joker smile. 1 + 1 isn't supposed to equal a myriad of misconceptions. I'm torn up, and I don't need you to keep cutting me deeper into my tissue, and don't need to keep losing body fluids over this. Needles are supposed to sew up old wounds, not tear open new ones. You weren't supposed to take heroin. I thought you were my heroine from my hell. You're gone, and I'm broken, and I'm a broken rock amongst diamonds. I had to fake my own name. I know it's insane. I wasn't Nick anymore. I was Charlie, reborn 2014. It wasn't always sunny in Philly, New York, or Jersey. I lost my way, speed bumps stunting my vehicle, shocking my system, sucking my soul. The SMS message was lost in seconds to the shorelines. The SOS of our relation was supposed to be save ourselves, not sell out short. And I don't hear your voice anymore unless Jim and the Doors play on Spotify, YouTube, or whatever music system. Your drug was heroin, mine was poetry. That's how I survived. Losing you in breakup and in death. And I'll continue on with my own Phoenix light in hand, notebook in the other, 1,000 broken heart pieces in my vessel, and a million tears you will never see. That one was the first one. Let me go ahead and go get a book that I am a part of. I'm part of 2 anthologies. Warrenzine and I Can't Breathe. I'm sort of feeling reading something from the I Can't Breathe anthology that I'm a part of. If I could just find it real quickly. I know it's a lot of pages, 177 pages right here that features some people from New Yo, myself included, and some people from my alma mater. So I'm going to read you something from here. This one's called A Letter That You Will Never Throw Away. Dear Commissioner, why weren't you with it? Why weren't you with Kaepernick? Why did you protest his kneel? It wasn't until multiple Black people were slaughtered. It took your players or products as you see them to literally say that you and the league do not tolerate racism and the systemic oppression of Black people. The NFL doesn't stand for National Football League. It stands for Not Fully Logical. Commissioner, that has been the case with the league more so now than that you have been in charge. You could have stood with Kaepernick instead of just idly standing by like a spineless and robotic person you are. The silence then and up till now spoke volumes more than the revenue your league has made. It's diabolical. I suppose it's better late than never, Commissioner. This is my favorite game, and you have marred it forever. All for the sake of money which you and the owners are to blame. You might be apologetic, then again, you might be greedy. I have no idea what's in your head. Make sure that those donations are being utilized as best as possible. Lastly, support your products in this movement. Support your products in this movement or be lost in the revolution. Sincerely, a disappointed NFL fan. End poems.
Nice, man. Very, very nice. Sick, man.
Ooh.
Always walking the poetic threads too. Yeah, I love that piece, man. Where can we find those collections online? Those look great.
Yes. So this one right here is the I Can't Breathe magazine right here. You can find this on Amazon. One of the people, a part of Nuyo, and also a longtime friend of mine, Paul. Paul. Well, he goes by Paul Concase. So I'm just going to say Paul Concase. So it's just it's a stage name and everything. And then there's also this one right here. It's called Quarantine 2 as well. They're both on Amazon. I will definitely drop those info for both these books in the chat, since we both read books recommended and everything. And for IG, you can follow me at The Real Nick P, spelled TheRealNickP on Instagram, and I'll also drop that info into the chat. Thank you so much, Richie, for having me again. I'll definitely be coming back more often, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, no problem. I always of course the work that you're doing and highlighting is great, man. You're getting on the spelling tip too there for a little bit. But you're always rocking some sweet poetic threads. It makes me feel like I need to up my fashion line as well. You know, today you had the poetry shirt. Oh, actually I'm rocking a BWOMS t-shirt. Homemade barbed wire open mic series. Some cool art that I put together of a typewriter that's blooming, because we use flowery language. I don't know. I thought it was a cool image. This is available, by the way, on BWOMS.com or rapseminar.com through the merch. It's a cool team up. But yeah, man, you guys are killing it. These poems are nice. I'm really enjoying them. Okay, I'm looking at the list. Yo, thanks everyone once again for joining us. And don't forget to keep showing love in the chat as always. I love that you guys are kind of like making use of the reactions there, and I'm seeing like little hearts and clapping and thumbs up. It's cool. I love that. That's our way of like snapping in the digital age, and people are snapping in mute, which is cool too. So if you can see everyone, but let's keep going. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and bring up a performer who's been here before. It's been actually too long, but it's always great to have him back. He's joining us all the way from the Philippines. That's right, our friend from Manila. We have the Lacan up to the stage, and familiar face. Yeah, good to have you back, Lacan. How you doing today?
I'm good. It's noon. Hey everyone! Woo! It's great to be back here, and Richie. Always like this platform is so awesome. You have different people from different parts of the world, and I love that. It's good to be back here. And this piece, I performed a couple of times, and I brought it to a workshop, and got it. I had it. What do you call that? Furnished a bit, furnished. so and I wrote this after I listened to Olivia Rodrigo's song "Driver's License." So this is how it goes. We used to go down with our heads, looking at the world backwards. After riding a bus ride for hours of your head on my shoulders, people looked, murmured that it's odd, but we just stood there, finding a haven. Still, standing up was rest for two people who wanted to find home in traffic jams. Fine. To hell with passengers who judge on how odd we looked, being safe together. It never mattered, even if others muttered. It's the feeling of us finding silence in bumps of life and swerves of fate honking its way between your eyes and mine. You used to call it our chosen rest. Now, it's just me glaring forward. It's probably the same bus without you in it, landing my sights to familiar lampposts that knew how to dim just when I passed by. While humming the song, for quite some time, I thought you wrote for me. It's silly, really. My heart didn't know what faking sounded like before you came. Being a spare string on a parent lost note in your pedestrian gray lane. I just crossed the same confused traffic lights again. Kept on blinking the lights I pretend to not know. The wandering of wandering house, that aimless road of being X'd a sheet. And now I'm just an unsung side street. Look at these stores They're still lined up like it used to. Back when your hands got lost in mine, and we did not care if people saw us close. The way you strummed your fingers on my hair, not knowing what letting go meant. But you had to flip, right? Skip me like those alleys, right? 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 When you left me by staying somewhere else, you're gone. And the 7 p.m. curved pavement sings more lonely beside me. People say that you're now happy and okay. I'm not. But soon, I'll just be a remembrance to myself. Being unneeded, unwanted is a route I have memorized. I don't need maps to find where nothingness is. It has ways to seek me when people leave me. Lately, these streets would talk to me like a stranger. I know I've been here before, yet even forgetfulness is asking, where? The chatter of the cars grew louder. The questions in my head are screaming more. It's never going to be like before. You chose quickly. Apparently, people change faster than places. Yet I'm still in the same chair, the same order, in the place that we used to call our destination. I'm a masochist location for my own gratification, but truthfully, I come here to remind myself of how willingly I love you. Still, in the still fate of now. So I can write the last cartography of loss. It's tough to tell which arrow to follow when I ink the end of this journey, hours, between the muted screeching of what ifs. What? What if the screaming silence stops? But you know what? It did because it's over. Well, the memories linger on the melodies of your hand on my chest on this bar. It has to stay here. It has to forget here. Someday I will remember these streets and I'll be alone, thinking, saying, thank you. But tonight is not that night. Tonight I choose to walk with pain again and again and again of losing the avenues of myself when I tirelessly walk with you still through this city that often forgets me.
Awesome, man. That was fantastic. Yeah, it sounded like someone was there to make some noise. Yo, make some noise for that. That was nice, man. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Woo!
That was amazing. Thank
Lacan.
Lacan.
Dope, man.
Yeah. Yay!
Appreciate you making it on, man. It's during the daytime. It looks nice over. It looks like a nice day over there.
It is actually. I'm in the central, the old central district. I'm in the art capital actually, and it's nice and sunny. Actually. So it's good.
It looks like it. I'm envious. Right now we're dealing with cold and snow and everything in Texas. So what? Last thing that mural behind you looks really cool. Who is that? Is that of a specific person or? It looks nice.
No, it was painted by a friend of mine. It was painted live in an event, and she's the art. He or she is the arts, and it looks into sunrise every day. So
wow, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Awesome, man. I'm glad you joined us and thanks for sharing that. How can we connect with you if people are, I know you got like your whole web presence set up and everything, man.
Yeah, well, I'm on Instagram. We can connect there at DLKN Poetry. Then also, if it's okay to plug, every Fridays 9 p.m. Eastern, we do have a jam. It's under Society X New York, and I host it. It's called Haven, and everybody is welcome to treat it as a haven. So, and also on April 18, I'll be launching my debut collection called Silver Strands. It's going to be live and online, like simultaneously. And I hope to see everyone there. Thank you so much.
Awesome, man. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man, you're ready. I can't wait to celebrate all that. And Haven is such a beautiful name. Gotta find some links for that right now. And as always, if you guys can share some art, while you're performing in the back, that's always a plus too. Man, and I was super envious of that warm looking weather. Like I'm feeling the cold a little bit from outside. I'm not used to that as much here, but all right. Hey, let's keep going though. Because we do have, it looks like about 25, 26 people signed up. I'm gonna make sure to get everyone on. Killer show so far though. You guys are just killing it. Boom, 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 going up and out. We gotta make sure to take a breath though, right? Slow things down. Breath. You guys are wonderful. I look forward to hearing from everyone else. In fact, we're going to go ahead and bring up our friend Lee MS. We're coming back to El Paso, where it recently snowed, where it does not snow that often. Very interesting weather. How are you and your whole furry family of pets and friends doing, Lee? Let me see. Where are you? I don't know why I'm having such trouble with the spotlight today. All right, Lee in the house. Up next. Coming through, I think. Yeah, okay. It's because we had to pull a fast one and a fast one. We usually have let's see. Why? Okay, I'm having a hard time right now with the videos. Lee, are you here? Might have stepped out for a little bit, and okay, that's cool. I don't know why you're on the screen too, Lacan. I removed the spotlight. That's weird. Internet issues. Maybe it might be me too having internet issues. There's like been rolling like electrical outages all throughout Texas, so there might be some weird stuff going on. That might be it. I totally forgot about that. Okay, so maybe we'll try and come back to Lee and see. We have Lady Valentine. Let me see. So that's so weird. I don't have you spotlight, but we have Lady Valentine in the house joining. Lacan's my co-host for a moment while we try and figure out the whole situation. Hey, there you go. Okay, man, weird internet stuff happening. It's gonna happen. But joining us from Athens, Georgia, and you've been here before, so as always, good to have you back. I'm glad you made it. Let's see. Are you unmuted though? Let's make sure you're unmuted. There you go.
Glad, like I just had to be here tonight. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Good to have you.
Okay, so I'm going to be brief, but this is a tribute to my father, Sylvester Wilson Sr. To try to capture your meritorious legacy, your teachings, your astonishing wisdom, your smile, your colossal love for mankind, the divinity that resides in you, the sure essence of you. Dad, words fail me. To totally utter loudly my heart's susurrations of the magnitude of the love I obtain for you. Words fail me, Dad. To say you are the epitome of an angelic being is mere mediocrity. I love you in every single, minuscule, monumental, indescribable, indisputable way. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. Thank you for being a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious father, hero, fanatic, prayer partner, confidant, and uncontested best friend. Muchas gracias for fulfilling the role that Jesus genetically embedded in your DNA. A stupendous man and inducing earthly angel. Daddy now can kind of find the words to capture your rarity, the incredible man you are, were, and forever will be. I miss you, Daddy. I love you so much, Daddy. I rest without doubt that the love was reciprocated. I love you without wax, with every fiber of my being, endlessly, wholeheartedly, until time stops and starts again. I will always loudly and proudly proclaim from mountainous levels that you are the best that ever graced this side of heaven. You defied the odds, and you are a living and breathing testament of God's grace and supernatural power. You fought the good fight of faith. Well done, thy good and faithful servant. Sylvester Wilson Sr., earthly arrival, June 28th, 1951. Heavenly arrival, January 23rd, 2021, 4:03 a.m. I love you, Daddy.
All right. Condolences. Damn.
Thank you.
Beautiful tribute. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Glad you made it back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come back again.
I will.
I don't know. Did you have another one prepared? Or okay, I wasn't sure.
I don't know. Let's see.
It's all good. We got next week, but and we gotta get Amanda on here too pretty soon.
All right, man, I didn't even the same asylum.
Yeah, okay. Go for it.
I put thank you, Jesus, for writing the words on the tablets of my heart and then enabling them to circulate through my circulatory system, then be ejaculated onto my life's canvas, my parchment.
All right, hey, thank you for joining us. Do you have a social media that we can connect to you with?
Shanta Jones, Facebook, not really IG, but that's the Facebook, Shanta Jones.
Dig it. All right, hey, thanks for making it and for that piece.
Thank y'all for having me, and I'll still be listening in.
Awesome, right on. Cool. Yeah, Amanda Wilson, like much love. We missed her so much. She's like one of our regulars when we first started up. And so if you're watching, Amanda, sending love your way. All right, we got next. Oh, okay, all right. Let's get a class in session. You guys already know what's up. We have Mr. Tesosomok joining us from Los Angeles. Mr. Teso, as people like to say. Tesosomok, how are you, man? Good to have you back. There you are. Okay, cool. Let's get you spotlighted and unmuted.
Thank
Cool.
you, Rich.
Hey.
So I heard you're a snow bunny now.
What's that?
I heard you're a snow bunny now, that you're changing your song about the universe, and instead of saying coyote, now you're gonna say, "And I'm a snow bunny."
Doesn't Snow Bunny have like a certain context? Okay, never mind. All right, I'll let you do your thing, man.
I have two pieces. This one is titled Mr. Generalissimo Maximus. He brought up one topic, and then it triggered me thinking about this piece that I wrote last year. Dragonflies and compost piles. The dragonfly exists because it exists, and for no other reason. This is a quote from Marty Rubin. It is fall. The listlessness of autumn has been propelled by the dusty nut harvesters, parallel gondola, sweepers, conditioners, elevators, these stickers, blowers, dusters, carts, shuttle trucks, and U.S. Steel buildings. If the scorching heat of summer has paid off, the sweepers, blowers, and dusters that come through the symmetrical rows and diamond patterns of the California pistachio, swept on the gumdrop and its partner, the Tejon Golden Hills, the Randy, the Kerman, the Peters. Those are all names of different pistachio types. And finally, the propane sound cannons have been put away. The murder of crows have spiraled away to another crop, to another field. The urgency of the late cotton leaked out to October, pending the burn of 2,4-D, wilting the autumn life from each plant and desiccating it. The cutout harrows breaking the remains of the land and thrashing, shafting the long hot summer. The urgency to an end. The Buena Vista Water Storage District shuts down the surface water canals, and the swarms of dragonflies wander for bodies of water. The urgency of 300 million years to seek water, parent 6 degrees of freedom and sprinkle nymphs in the water. The compost piles have arrived, truckload after truckload, and the dragonflies hover, dart, hawk, skim, and perch. Obelisk, handstand against the sun. That's where the dragonfly stands on its feet and puts its body straight up, so it reduces its surface areas to the sun. The obelisk, handstand against the sun, and the 35-mile-per-hour takeoffs, but it's the end of summer. The earth will lay in repose, covered in compost piles, and you and I will swarm, dart, hawk, skim, purge, cruise, and obelisk out of sheer innateness with the urgency for water, dragonflies, and compost piles. That was the name of that piece. Oh my God, I can't believe that's Rich. All right, so the next piece is, this next piece is something that is exploiting a particular decoupledness of the Spanish language, something that is much harder to do in English, which is to exploit what's called phonemic segmentation. And that is, the way you hear the word and the way you process it. There in English, it's much harder to have ambiguity. You technically tend to have syntactic ambiguity. But in Spanish, it is very easy to have a lot of phonemic ambiguity, parsing phonemic segment ambiguity. And then this is really like a pocho test to see if you're really a pocho or not. So we'll see how Richie does with this. This is titled The Visit. Alma Maria Rico daba los gustos came into the room. She had her luggage ready, and Amin me la van a pelar dreaded the trip to Tepic, Coelhoyo, Mexico. Aquiles Aprieto was good friends with Amin me la van a pelar. He had just arrived from Dallas, leaving it all, Colorado. We headed to the airport. The flight attendant, no estés chingando, had assigned flight seats. Our team headed to the terminal, Huele Fior to Aliston. We were greeted at the gate by Miss Genitales. We had lovely flight service by Tunasha Tesuda. That one reminds me of Lee. We boarded the train at Chapultepec, arriving several hours later at Chupamistepec at the delegation of Tepic Coelhoyo, and we wanted to head to the crater of Pico de Orizaba. Our host greeted us at Empinatitlan near La Quinta Pata del Burro and Lomas Turbas. We were hungry and stopped at La Riata del Charro. The menu included morning starters like batida de plátano con huevos, a lovely banana shake, crunchy tortillas with eggs called pellizcadas de huevos. We had lovely spread of embarrada de chile, lunch and dinner starters with an extensive cheese option of quesovas, queso plastes, queso badotas. For lunch, there was a lovely thin meat and sauce called milarguesa con remamadas de pitomate y guacamote. There was also a lovely lamb stew by the name of cabecitas de bergacoa en su jugo. There were so many lovely pork sausages called relleno de tripas. There were several dinner desserts derived from bananas, plátano de Ometusco, plátano de Metepec, a fragrant anise dessert, dulce de anís con pasas, finally a zesty lemon cucumber custard, pepino y zumo de limón, and a tuber specialty of the area, chupeton de camote. A delicious anise ice Schubert, raspado de anís, raspado de angina. We had no cash, but they accepted masticar, American Express, and DS.
All right, man. We're gonna need to see the print of that because I think you're doing some awesome, funny things with language there. And when you say the pocho test, I don't know if I'm failing or winning or passing that one. But as always,
Lee, she's probably a good test subject.
yeah. Well, Lee's up next. Actually, it's a great segue. But before we do that, you know the spiel. What would you like to promote today?
Well, I've dropped it on the chat, and I think that we have the folks can find me on Instagram at Gaseous2019. And then also, if you want to build community with the rest of the poets, we have the Pandemic Poets on Facebook, and just kind of, people pushing events that are going on in town. So there's never a boring moment. I don't suggest you go all out like Marissa, 24/7 poetry. It's kind of tough. And then I think Richie, I think Trisha beat you.
There you go.
On the
there you go.
list.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, I was interested in seeing the text of it too, because that's hilarious. Cool. Thank you. So Samok, as always, and also, yeah, really cool YouTube videos. I don't know if it's linked there in your cool, like, you got a cool post of all the links.
I'll go ahead and add that one to it.
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and add
that.
The YouTube channel also. Thanks for
yeah, I really enjoy it. I always appreciate when people create their own content and put it out there. And some of your videos really make me miss like the live open mics. What you do with guitar and then reading, like, that's just my bread and butter. I loved the open mics and doing that. I would take my sax and play and stuff. But yeah, man. Thanks for making it again, as always. We're gonna keep going. In fact, you already heard the name invoked, and I want to hear their thoughts. Next up, we have Lee MS doing their thing. Lee, how you doing today?
Good. Got it to work. All right, here I am. I'm here. Hi.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm having such trouble with the video today. Like, people aren't showing up, and then like it's staying spotlighted even when I remove it. All right, here you go. Take it away.
Great, thank you. And I did pass the push-up test, Mr. Tida. I finished my water. I need more after that. Okay, so I come in with something old, something new, something borrowed, and I'm always blue. So I'm gonna start. So this is something old. This is called What Are You? What are you? Let me get the projector. Let me take out the list, load the family tree, show you how I crossed all the dots so that you can see proof. No soy ni de aquí ni de allá. Numbers spread across continents, some lost to the sea, some burnt at the cross. I am some percentage colonizer, mis hojas sostenidas por hidalgos que mantienen sus títulos, escudos y tierras a pesar de la sangre corriendo a su nombre. I am some percentage erased, without a name, sin lengua y raíces que nunca podré trazar. I am twice renamed, fake IDs to exist, muy blanquita para ser raza, a too big nose to pass off as white. I am undefined, limitless, and I don't owe you a damn explanation. So that was the first one. Then the second one, this is brand new, finish it today. This is called Daydreaming. His remains sit by my side, tucked inside wooden layers, latches, and a bag we once used for another father's funeral. He hated the silence, often filling in the gaps with music, but tears threatened to pour every time we dared to sing his songs. So we filled the air with useless banter, mundane things, just a few memories, and the comic relief to deflect pain. I glanced from time to time into the bag, just to make out his name inscribed on his final resting place. Then glanced at the frame surrounding his image. This is not real. For the rest of the ride, I think myself into an alternate reality, to a place where this never happened, where this ride ends at my childhood home. On the flip side of the universe, he's sitting on the back seat with me, and we talk about mundane things and a few memories. My head on his shoulders, my head on his shoulder, the good one. His arm wrapped around my frame, and I can hear his heart still beating. And the ride ends at the gates of my childhood home, dark and empty without him, but now radiating with the light of his presence, like he had never left. So it was something new. And I have something borrowed. It's a translation. This is one of my favorite poets, Mexican poets. This is by Jaime Sabines, first the Spanish version and then my translation. Amor mío, mi amor. Amor mío, mi amor, amor hallado de pronto en la ostra de la muerte. Quiero comer contigo, estar, amar contigo, quiero tocarte, verte. Me lo digo, lo dicen en mi cuerpo los hilos de mi sangre acostumbrada. Lo dice este dolor y mis zapatos y mi boca y mi almohada. Te quiero, amor, amor absurdamente, tontamente, perdido, iluminado, soñando rosas, inventando estrellas y diciéndote adiós y yendo a tu lado. Te quiero desde el poste de la esquina, desde la alfombra de este cuarto a solas, en las sábanas tibias de tu cuerpo, donde se duerme un agua de amapolas. Cabellera del aire desvelado, río de noche, platanar oscuro, colmena ciega, amor desenterrado. Voy a seguir tus pasos hacia arriba de tus pies, a tu muslo y tu costado. And then the translation. Love of mine, my love, love found suddenly at the mercy of death. I want to eat with you, be with you, love with you. I want to touch you, see you. I tell this to myself. Inside my body, these threads of blood tell me so. This pain in my shoes tell me so, and my mouth and my pillow. I love you, my love, to love absurdly, foolishly, lost, illuminated, dreaming roses and creating stars, and saying goodbye to you while I walk by your side. I love you from the corner post, from the carpet in that room alone, in the warm sheets of your body where poppy water sleeps. Hair of the unveiled air, river at night, dark grove, blind hive, unearthed love. I will follow your steps up, from your feet to your thighs and your side. And that was it.
Awesome. Yes, make some noise for Lee. Awesome. Thank you.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Woo! And yeah, I love the format that you're coming with. Something old, something new, something borrowed, and always blue. And that's part of the set. But that's pretty cool, pretty unique. So I know you got your list there of all your social media hangs, and we can catch more of your work and as you're trying new stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
You can follow me. The easiest is the Instagram. If you cannot, type down cadáveres_literarios. You can also find me on Facebook as Lee Martinez Soto, where I have also my Linktree, and you can reach out the other links as well.
Awesome. I love the pictures of your little pets and their little like captions. Came out extra clear this time, so I was trying to read it like, oh no, they're trying to escape. Something that they must always do. Okay, cool. Thank you, Lee. Let's see. Okay, yes. So we're gonna make a quick audible and we're gonna go ahead and stay in El Paso and bring up D Signs. D.
Hello.
At the place to be. What's up? How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm doing good. I hate this cold though. I'm like super not used to it. I'm gonna move this over here. I'm right here. There you go. You're muted, Richie. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm muting myself just so like if I mute myself, I'll disappear, but it's not happening. And then it's so weird. I don't know why it's being so finicky today. There you are. Okay.
Dude. 20s and 30s in Jersey. Yeah. That's what Nick is saying. It's like what, like 16 over here? I don't know.
Unusually, yeah. Anyway, my bad. Take it away. Go and do your thing.
Thank you. Okay, so today, since it's right after Valentine's Day, I'm dedicating my poetry read to my puppy over here. He's sitting. Some of y'all know him, some of you don't. So let me introduce you guys to our romance. Okay, so I have 2 new poems and 1 old one, but it was the one that I wrote right after our first date. No, it was before our first date is when I wrote this one. Well, the one that I'm going to do after this one. This first one's new. This one's called The Kind of Love You See in Movies. When I think of our first date, I am reminded of the line from The Princess Bride. This is true love. Think this happens every day? He became the Wesley to my Buttercup. Then he became the Clarence to my Alabama when I told him I loved him. You just said you love me. Now, if I say I love you and throw caution to the wind and let the chips fall where they may, and you're lying to me, I'm gonna die. The Mina to my Dracula. Yes, the Mina to my Dracula, because I could only reply, do you believe in destiny? That even the powers of time can be altered for a single purpose? That the luckiest man on this earth is the one who has found true love? Will he walk with me and be my husband forever? But our romance isn't a tragic love story. We were just fools who rushed in. Please don't tell them I picked you up in front of a bathroom. All I had to do was ask you to follow the white rabbit so it could lead you to me, the Neo to my Trinity. I know why you're here, Neo. I know what you've been doing, why you hardly sleep, why you live alone, and why night after night you sit by your computer. You're looking for me. Because I came in like Lilu Dallas with a big bada boom. Me, fifth element, me, the supreme being, me will protect you. I didn't think I was born to love until you waltz in like Patrick Verona asking for 10 things I hate about you. But I could only give you one. I hate the way I don't hate you. Not even close, not even a little bit, not even at all. Our romance surpasses the fantasy of the movies we love to cuddle and watch. Netflix and chill while we see actors to try to play out a love like ours, but they can only come close to what you and me have. All right, so that's my first one. And then this one has no title, but I wrote this one today as well. Moments shared through telepathic embraces. I can feel him try to touch me with his eyes. There's such a gentleness to them that lets me know it's all love. A sweet small kiss along my jaw, pausing long enough for me to catch his scent. Feel the stubble of his 5 o'clock shadow that comes around noon. Never pressuring his stress on me, bathing me in admiration, patience, and compassion. He caresses the cheek of my shadow and loves the dark I learned to fear. Words are never needed as our energies dance to the rhythm of our feet fidgeting on the floor, trying to get closer, just a single touch to seal the bond. He said, I love you, before his lips moved. I felt it in the way he held my hands any chance he could, how he never complained about who I was or who I talked to or what I did. He let me be me. He let me be free. I would always come first for him. He didn't mind spending the time to warm me up before his turn came. This love is not ordinary. He gives words to my thoughts, and I've never been so closer to source. I woke him from his slumber as I myself was just beginning to rub the crust off my own eye. He read between the lines of my poetry as I read between the lines of lust and love. Mosa, just that one term of endearment had me falling into the side of love, and I've been falling blissfully ever since. Thank you. I love you too. And this is the last one. So this one I wrote before our first date. It's called La Muerte, and it's in Spanish. It's over here. Hold on, let me find it again, guys. Okay. Déjame quererte honestamente. La manta de nuestro amor será tejida por la verdad que escondo en mi corazón. Y la verdad es que te quiero. Tomó una noche de palabras tiernas, escuchándote decir que me quieres sin limitaciones, que no importaba si estaba en un estado mental malo, quisiste ayudarme. Mi ego me impidió estar contigo hace años. No pude tenerte a mi lado cuando estaba tan deshecha, pero al fin no te diste por vencido. Me dijiste que mi partida te hizo triste, y la verdad es que he pensado en ti y no puedo dejar de pensar en ti. Va a haber obstáculos. Estoy adolorida, un poco rota. Mi corazón ya mero se marchita. Pero llegaste, me declaraste. Pediste que te diera este corazón que casi ya ni tiene vida. Y la verdad es que cada día que pasa, con cada palabra se repara. Puedo imaginar cómo será cuando pongas en acción todo lo que me dictas. Qué felices seremos cuando me pueda sentar sobre ti y me abraces y en mi oído susurras, te quiero. Te llenaría de besos hasta que no podrías respirar. Te robaría cada suspiro. Sería una muerte también dulce y lenta. Te mataré con caricias, con amor apasionado. Te daré la muerte de un rey. Mirarás a los ángeles y le dirás, estos últimos años fueron los más bellos porque los pasé con ella. Y yo te seguiré. Estaré allí tomándote la mano para irnos juntos al siguiente plano, nuestra destinación siendo el amor eterno. ¿Me dejarías tomar tu vida con 1000 besos, con mi cariño, mi amor y mis sentimientos? Porque no quieres ni necesitas más que morir en mis brazos por el resto de tu vida. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, awesome, amazing poems. I love love. I love this selection here. Yeah, everyone make some noise for Denise.
Thank you.
For
I love
D.
love too.
Denise, that was
Very
awesome.
nice. Very
That was
nice.
beautiful.
I liked it. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Thank you.
You got
Yeah.
fans, girl.
Totally.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. How and exactly if someone does want to become a fan and follow your poetic journey, your work and stuff, and just connect with you, how can they do that?
I have a paper. I don't know if you guys can see it. Sorry, I'm all excited. But it's not as cool as Lee's, right? Mine's just works.
There you go.
Wait, it's backwards, huh?
That works. No, it we see it fine.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Good nice handwriting.
Thank you. Some kids like that are a lot younger than me in school, they can't understand it because they don't read
Cursive.
yeah.
Yeah, I've had that problem too. when I teach, when I comment on students' papers, just to me, it's just faster and it looks nicer writing in cursive. But then my students are like, I can't read this. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah. I understand that pain so well.
Right. And I don't necessarily have bad handwriting. In fact, I distinctly remember one time at an open mic where I was writing something down and one of the comedians made fun of me because I had nice handwriting. I don't get that one. I don't know. I was like,
as somebody, Richie, I would like to tell you, as somebody with chicken scratch, I often make fun of people with good handwriting. So yeah.
Also, they're just jealous. That's it. They're just jealous.
I don't know. I was like, I don't even get that.
Absolute jealous.
No, it's one of the guys who confused me all the time. So I was like, okay, it's gonna get that middle school bully mentality. Anyway, we're gonna keep going.
Turtle?
No, it was not Turtle. But it is one of your nemesis. It was, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway, let's go and keep going with okay, yeah, we're gonna go to Florida. It's like I'm with my headphones, like I'm waiting for like the signal. Yeah, and we're ready. We're gonna go live to Florida, where Domo Beth is gonna be sharing some songs. That's right. We're gonna get some songage up in here. I think she said she will be ready this time around. Domo, are you ready to
go? She said skip me in the chat. She said skip me in the chat.
Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. I made a whole big deal with the act and stuff. All right, we'll
skip me 3 times.
Okay, well, let's see how it goes. Yeah, I know, right? So in that case, we are gonna go, instead of Florida, we're gonna go to Seattle, and we got Seattle's WP. WP, what does that stand for? I'll let you guys figure it out. But we got an awesome poet. He joined us last time. This is back again, and go and take it away, Seattle. Yeah, go and take it away.
All right, the WP stands for Seattle's worst poet, so I'm going to prove it to you. Before I start, I don't know, somewhere last week, Senor Tesos said something about, he alluded to Aesop's, and I wanted to lay something. I tried to get in the chat, but I couldn't. But Aesop's is from Greek, and it's from Aesop's was a guy with burnt skin and hunched over. He's from the land of Ethiopia. So that's where the word Ethiopia comes from. It comes from the Greek saying that it's a people with a land of the burnt skin. And Esau was a guy with a burnt skin. So if you know people from the country that they call in English Ethiopia, that's not what they call themselves. So since a lot of you guys are in education, look it up. All right, now here goes the poem for today. We were 12, and the most beautiful, enchanting beings that either one of us had ever seen. I had never before seen anyone so beautiful, healthy, nor happy. When our paths crossed in 7th grade, I was just content to look at and admire her, because I thought she was the most beautiful being that I would ever see. And that thought hasn't changed. She had thick, wavy, jet black hair like my grandmother's, unblemished cafe au lait skin, black eyes and eyelashes that I could have gazed into forever, and a smile that made me forget about all of the hardships at home. I was an extremely skinny, extremely shy, artistic, storyteller, poet, writer, and painter. She enjoyed my art so much that she would take my folder from me and show it to the other classmates. But since I was so shy and introverted, it was a little bit embarrassing for me. She was so attractive that the teachers made comments about her. And some of the 9th grade girls thought I was so cute that they told me dirty jokes. The ironic thing is that I felt extremely ugly at that time. And I don't know if Terry ever fully understood how beautiful she was. What were our dreams at 12? I knew that I wanted to do something with science. And what was Terry thinking, besides the fact that she publicly stated she wanted to marry me? I knew that whatever she wished for in the future, she could attain, because she had it all. And then some. I felt flattered and embarrassed by her marriage proclamations, especially because even then I thought that I was too damaged to ever be worthy or capable of romantic love or marriage. Whenever I look at her picture, it's hard to believe she's not here, because she emanates, oozes light, love, and life in her photo. She has that happy, confident, it's my world look. Were we attracted to each other because we could sense on a spiritual level that the other was also being abused? I know that I had no conscious inkling of what she was going through, and I doubt that she knew about my travails either. Just a second. Oops, technical difficulties. Shit. All I knew was that I enjoyed being in her presence, and I thought that the sun rose in her eyes. Sometimes something or situation reminds me of her, and I'll drop a tear. She's still supposed to be here. Why should the most loving, beautiful being that I've ever met be gone because of some shameless relative? Then at other times I realized she might be here, guiding me. At first I thought that adolescence and need vibe with me because of my own personal story, but Terry might have had something to do with that too. I think she dressed me last Saturday because I planned to go to a capoeira gathering in traditional white, but by the time I left the house, I was in all purple the color that I constantly wore and that Terry admired when we met. And I'm not sure she hasn't come back into my life. Spirituality is a convoluted thing. My question is, and has been, how or why do you meet someone like that at 12 and then have them leave? I told Rafi a little bit ago that I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of it, but I know it's the story of my life that will guide me until I leave this plane. And I still may never fully understand it. And Judith once told me, you are too careful. And Sharon dijo una vez, tú no te enamoras fácilmente. That's because I've been shown what real, healthy, caring, and loving is. Because of Ter, the majority of my relationships have been healthy, and some have progressed without even one major argument. So that's why I'm careful. Y no me enamoro tan fácilmente. Because I had a base at 12 that will guide me forever. Yes, we were 12. And I was hoping for 70. That's it.
Oh man. Damn. Jeez. Terry. That was a beautiful piece.
I see.
You got to raise your bar up each time, all right? Hey, I know last week you said that you're not doing really the social media thing. So is there anything you'd like to promote or mention?
I don't have any
Okay.
media. I am a member of this group in Seattle called the African American Writers Alliance. It's kind of a loose group. But yeah, maybe next week.
Okay.
I don't have any writings up on social media. I have social media, but I just put silly stuff up.
Oh, okay.
You might see some WWE up or something like that.
Yeah, sometimes you need to do that too. So yeah, I appreciate having you on as always. And yeah, we'd love that for next week. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. God, that last line like pulled the rug out from underneath my emotions. Turned me a little upside down a little, but appreciate that, man.
Yes.
Okay. Cheers, everyone. Okay. Yeah. And so you don't have social media and stuff, but I love that also when you signed up, you put your genre as poem music. So like a portmanteau poem with music attached. Poem music. That's super cool.
That's because I was thinking of doing a song, but actually this poem is precedes the song. So maybe next week I'll sing the song.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Sounds great. Yeah, we look forward to it. It's great to have something to look forward to, and it makes the weeks go by much more quickly. And then everyone has dope shows throughout the week too. We have a bunch of people here who throw shows, so it just goes by like nothing. All right, cool. Let's go and keep going. I think this time. Hold on, let me check in. Domo Beth, are you ready? Do you have the time? You're like getting super set up today. Awesome. Cool. How are you doing today?
Oh.
I
am here.
It's a great answer. How are you doing? I'm here.
That is how I'm doing.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, yeah, take it. You got some songs for us today, huh?
Yeah, some songs.
All right. Take it away.
So, don't mind my voice. It might sound a little everywhere right now. But okay. All right, so it was just Valentine's Day, and that happened. So we're gonna sing a song, a cappella. I'm gonna do "Ain't No Sunshine" by Bill Withers and a cappella, and then "Creep" by Radiohead. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. And I know, hey, I ought to leave young thing alone, but ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. And that was the first one. So, Creep by Radiohead. Thank you.
Dang it.
Woo-hoo. Okay. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye, just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You flow like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so fucking special. But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. I want you to notice when I'm not around. You're so fucking special. I wish I was special, but I'm a Thank you.
Damn.
Woo!
Awesome. Domo, yeah, unmute yourselves, make some noise.
Great job, Domo. Fantastic.
Domo.
Holy shit. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yes. Wonderful.
Domo, do some more. Do some more.
That was dope.
Dumo.
Domo.
I got you on that. Yeah, you did like a really short version of the Radiohead one. I heard Janis Joplin's name being thrown. I read it thrown around the chat. Do you do one of those? Do you cover Janis?
Look, I've been asked before. I have to first learn the artist's songs to cover them.
We did talk about this. All right.
Yeah. And so I listened to one, and that shit was crazy, and I was like, I don't think I can do that. So I just kind of left that idea where it was.
Well, I mean, you're getting like requests, so you should. I mean, look into it. I was about to say throw out the word homework. Like, you got homework, but I just feel like you'd go off and start doing more open mics elsewhere and stuff, and just to like stay away from that homework. This open mic gave me homework, so I'm gonna go.
Procrastination.
Oh yeah, that's how it happens. Some of our best creations under procrastination. Cool.
Hey,
So your social
procrastinate
media.
with me.
You
My
got shows and stuff.
socials.
Yeah.
Okay, like first of all, I want to apologize. I was fighting with my computer and my printer at the same time, and so that happened, and that's why I kept saying no, not yet. So yeah, social media. I have way too many. You can follow me on Instagram, one of the many, the most, you could find all of them through one of them. So at Creatively Domo, Creative, LYDOMO, you can find me there. Also Facebook, if you don't have the gram, it is the name there, Dominique Bethel. And yeah, so that happens there too. So yeah, and if you want to cash at me, it's Domo Beth. Just
there you go. By the way, if you want to throw some cash my way, you can do it via Cash
you
App.
want to support this college fund right here?
There you go. Yeah, it's all digital busking. You need to start like your own talk show, your like radio show. Like I love your temperament. You know, be cool. Just saying, do a little Instagram talk show. You know, have people
Thank
on,
you, Richie.
just talk a little bit, play some songs. That'd be fun. I would tune in. Okay, cool. Let's look at this list here. Quick amendments. We're gonna get on. I think, man, we're gonna do nicely today on time, I believe. So, and I do appreciate everyone like coming with it and like just kind of boom, getting their job done. And with that said, we got one of our 100% attendance performers from the very first day we started this. He's been part of this. He's been part of BWOMS before the pandemic when we were doing live shows. And he's been such a huge help. And it really does show like this is a community. This is for everyone, and we're stronger because of everyone and their contributions, and he's a huge indicator of that. So yeah, let's make some noise, show some love. He was also on the Valentine's mixtape. Let's welcome Kit Ren to the stage.
I get to have my own spotlight because I have that power.
Yeah, side screen.
Oh, I gotta take yours off.
Remove myself. Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Good evening, friends. And you are my friends. We spent so much time together here in my bedroom, which is looking a little better, and it's still not great. But I don't see. I start sentences and then I don't know where they end, and I basically became a poet to get away from punctuation, so I wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, so I'm gonna start with. Since we were having some jokes at their expense earlier, this is a piece about the local comics here, and I call it the Reformation. The comedians have renounced raunch and transphobia and hatred in general. They have seen their folly, they tell me. They credit me for their Damascene moment. They line up and say sorry and thank you, as if it is all one word. A chant for newly shaved Hare Krishnas. They have set up this event, the first of its kind post-pandemic, to prove their sincerity to me. One approaches the mic, and then another. They are all reading aloud from the same worn copy of Capitalism and Schizophrenia by Giles Deloise. They pass the one copy between themselves as they all take their turn, going for exactly 7 minutes each. It has a used tag from a college bookstore, University of Vermont. Charlie the Catamount is just barely smiling at me from the crinkled sticker on the spine. Their faces as they perform are intense, and as the others sit and watch, they are rapt. One is taking notes. My companion and I retreat to the patio, and by his leave, I smoke my first cigarette in 2 years. One by one, the comedians follow me out, eager and pleading like seminary students. Is this better? Are we better now? Have we made up for our sins and our wayward lives? The truth is, I don't know. The truth is, I thought I would always have to fight them for saying one awful thing or another. I viewed it as a responsibility that I had to the scene. And the truth is, I have a middle management bred paranoia about what it means when a responsibility gets taken away. The truth is, I like to fight against them. So much that I never gave a thought to what victory would look like. The truth is, I confess to the one with the notebook, I haven't read very much theory. And then 2 more of mine. And Valentine's Day was yesterday. And I hope you all had a good time. And there's other kinds of loves besides romantic love. And this is a celebration of some of those other loves. Friday night, uncaffeinating myself at the local bar in the company of my best friend, who is also my personal attorney. He has been stood up for the second time this week by the same woman. You can laugh, but he won't accept my laughter or my sympathy. At least I'm in the game, Kit. We're worried about you. We think you might die alone. But how can I be alone when I have a we? What a robust and useful we it is. They talk me out of unnecessary apologies. They edit my DMs for clarity. They surreptitiously feed me the name of the woman at the end of the bar who has reason to think she knows me. Sorry. The Chisme Industrial Complex will exceed all of its targets this year, thanks to my self-appointed paparazzi. Rejection may still swell and puff like a bee sting, but do you remember what happens next to the bee? I have a nation of friends in places high, low, and hidden. How can any man think of me as lonely when my love is legion, like the Swiss Guard, when they are versatile like a Swiss knife, when they are reliable like a Swiss watch, outwardly neutral, but deeply partisan, just like the Swiss. Oh yeah, you need to send her the designs. Okay, and this is one I also don't have a title for. You don't need the title until the very end, until you're forced to make one. And then you make one up on the spot and it's probably fine. But this one doesn't have a title. It will eventually, but it doesn't yet. My mom and I are in the same field and arrived independently at the same heroes. She rushes over one morning to tell me that Carolyn Forche just accepted her friend request. I'm in the grocery store that afternoon, and she texts me to say that Carolyn just liked the link she shared. First name basis, just like that. I don't mean to make fun, This is genuinely exciting to me. Despite its silly 21st century scene markers, I think if this moment were fuel, it would burn cleanly and brightly. It is just as well that memories are not fuel, and that we cannot, in moments of panic and shortfall, attach thermite to our mountainous lobes and blow through, taking only the moments we want. It is just as well that Carolyn Forche walking through a DC supermarket, debating between two brands of cornmeal, cannot choose when she sees human ears scattered on the aisle floor, and cannot choose when they perk up or what they hear. And we come at last to the sacred tradition, the new hotness, the cover poem. And in preparing for like a talk I'm going to give on Thursday to some people, I've picked one of my favorites, Poetry by Mary Ann Moore. It's a lot of fun. I too dislike it. There are things that are important beyond all this fiddle. Reading it, however, with a perfect contempt for it, one discovers that there is in it, after all, a place for the genuine. Hands that can grasp, eyes that can dilate, hair that can rise if it must. These things are important not because a high-sounding interpretation can be put upon them, but because they are useful. When they become so derivative as to become unintelligible, the same may be said for all of us, that we do not admire what we cannot understand. The bat holding on upside down or in quest of something to eat, elephants pushing, a wild horse taking a roll, a tireless wolf under a tree, the immovable critic twinkling his skin like a horse that feels a flea. The baseball fan, the statistician, case after case could be cited if one wished. Did one wish it? Nor is it valid to discriminate against business documents and school books. All these phenomena are important. One must make a distinction, however. When dragged into prominence by half poets, the result is not poetry. Nor till the autocrats among us can be literalists of the imagination, above insolence and triviality, and can present for inspection imaginary gardens with real toads in them, shall we have it. In the meantime, if you demand, on the one hand, in defiance of their opinion, the raw material of poetry in all its rawness, and that which is, on the other hand, genuine, then you are interested in poetry.
Yeah, awesome. I also like the end. I realize, and I've never commented on before, but sometimes like people gotta like, you know, endings are weird sometimes in poems, but I know you're done when you do this. You put your hands together and
yeah,
all right, I'm done. And
yeah,
I also like Patty's like, okay, done. Take me off the screen. Cool, man. So as I mentioned, you can catch Kit as part of the Valentine's mixtape. I think you're the first one in part 2. If you're watching on Instagram, I had to break it up because I didn't realize Instagram TV has a limit. I thought you could just like post longer pieces there, but it has a 15-minute limit, so I had to break it up into 2 parts. But that's just me kind of rambling now. How can people follow you online? I know you got like a whole like scroll to unsheath.
Just like with like the ending prayer hands, we got this down to a science by this point. So we got this little printed out sheet that friend of the show Leslie gave me. Instagram at Kit Ran Away, Twitter at Kit Talk Sports, which is as the name suggests. You can ignore this till September. I'm not going to update it, but it's a football blog. You can look me up on Facebook, and my PayPal is connected to my email. If you want to drop something into the tip jar, I'm not going to say no to money. I'm not made of stone. And if you just want to talk, just shoot me an email.
There you go. Perfect.
Thank you, Richie, for the highlight of my week every week for. Well, let's not sit around and count things. Let's just
yeah.
enjoy it.
I think we've been doing these for maybe 39, 40 weeks or so. But again, who's counting? Let's see. Yeah, man, appreciate that. And also I'm trying something out today where kids kind of helping a little bit with admitting people and spotlighting. So appreciate that too, because I'll talk about that more like throughout. But check it out. I'm gonna read off the rest, not the rest of the list, but like a good chunk of the next performers, just so you guys can know who's up. So right now we're gonna go ahead and go to New Orleans and welcome our next performer. But before we do, after them, all right, we have Jane spoken word. But after that, we're gonna bring up Abe Cardona, then Marissa, then Finn Bell, then Sandy Shakes, then Lynn Lane. Those are our next performers, just so you guys can have a heads up and get ready. But right now, yeah, Jane spoken word made the debut last week. Super happy, and I will be sharing. We'll be connecting so we can get you signed up earlier in the future. All right. So Jane spoken word, how are you today? Thanks for sticking around.
I'm good. Nice to see everybody and get full with poetry. It's always a wonderful thing, man. So I have a couple of pieces for you today. The first one is called The Art of Poetry, and it really is the reason I write. The art of poetry is an excursion down deep, dark rivers of ink, flowing exposed imagination and deviation from conventional think. Mind stories steeped in prosish rhymes in time deliver you a freedom of some kind. Free your mind. Free your mind to spin free verse for what it's worth. I choose words for twisted tongue complexity. My navigations are negotiations between pure thought and poetry. Metamorphic reproductions, hallucinogenic interpretations, inspirations from observations echoed in a place unnamed. A transcendental contemplation turned compulsion to word you a vision of mind from a time left behind or sent ahead without trepidation, where cosmic continuation flows like deep, dark rivers of ink. Yo, art of poetry. So the next piece is one from my book that you can buy on my website if you want to. And it's called Word Against the Machine. And this piece I work with a bass player, I'll be on bass, and we travel on the road, we play everywhere. Small venues, street corners, museums, you name it. And wherever we are, I like to turn the radio on to see what's happening in that area. So I turned the radio on and it was Jimi Hendrix. So I wrote this piece. You know that Jimmy, he put a smile on your face. Fly on, fly on, fly on to that very special place and make love. Make love, so don't you be late. But you are late. Living on the hesitate, can't get it done, though you try. And you try. You closed your third eye, blinded by no light. Fearing your God's might. You wrapped it up right, you zipped it up tight. Walk on, Winster businessman, with the army of your choice. Fearing your inner voice. Hung up on your vision of a white picket fence, you gave away your freedoms to some black robes on a bench. Tightening restraints with a legal wrench. Oh, the whole thing got political stench. Life is passing you by while you wait. And you wait. Still ever on the hesitate. Oh, don't you know there ain't no life nowhere? So speak your mind and fill your children's time with love and imagination. Fuck their scheduled play dates. Curious minds do not wait, and they grow up without you. But you're never too old to mend your soul and heal the mind that binds. It's freedom time, so don't you be late, because you know that Jimmy put a smile on your face. Peace, yo, that's Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
sick. Awesome tribute.
That was
Oh yeah,
amazing.
Jade, come through with the
That's
Jimmy.
great, Jane.
Jane,
Jimmy
the
had
queen.
the greatest rock and roll star
Thank you, thank you,
ever.
thank you. You guys are awesome.
That was beautiful. Thank you
So I
so
will
much.
leave you with a bedtime story. Close your eyes, my sweet, and if you promise to go to sleep, I will tell you a story of the ancestors and how we came to be. Once upon a time, in the dark of night, at just about the edge of morning light, the strange ones came, declaring peace was their game, offering gifts to lure us near, promising us no need to fear. It was our innocence that caught us blind, unaware we should fear their kind. It is said they called us animals, fundamentally unchangeable. It is said that we were captured, our friends and family fractured. It is said they bought and sold us, and even boiled us for breakfast. It is said they put us in cages to observe our different stages of terror. It is said that we became warriors and we broke down all their barriers and we sent them back from where they came and we purged their data from our mainframe. And so the lesson is, my sweet young thing, never ever leave our galaxy and never ever, ever, ever trust an earthling. Peace, yo.
Oh, I love that twist at the end. I love it. I love it. Awesome.
Thank you all. Thank you all. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Jane, spoken word. How, like, what do you use most? Your Instagram or you got a website?
I got a website. I'll post it. I got Instagram. I got banned from Facebook, so fuck Facebook.
Yeah, it's coming. We don't really need it anymore, but
Yeah, and fuck Amazon. So if you want to buy my book, you got to buy my book from my website, because fuck Amazon too.
Yeah, that's the most legit thing, you know. Support local presses, local bookstores, local like sell your own shit, you know.
I
Yeah,
have the book. I have the book. It's fantastic.
Oh man,
I've read it
yeah.
at least 3 times now.
That's cool. That's so cool. Thank you, Jane.
Yo, peace.
Yeah, that was a good trifecta of poems. Like, I was thinking about the Jimmy tribute. We don't have enough Jimmy tributes. Like, well, I guess like in a way, like his name is synonymous with an excellent player, because when you describe someone who's good at something on an instrument, he's the Jimi Hendrix of accordions.
Word.
He's the Jimi Hendrix of kazoo players. Like, it's a thing that people do. So yeah, it's fun. I really enjoyed the performativity. All right, hey, we're getting down. We got more peeps. I got to make sure to get them on. In fact, I know it's super late, and so I appreciate him for sticking around. We got Abe Cardona, aka Fisticuffs. Man, you're such a cool dude. Poet, photographer, motorcyclist, body positive advocate. How are you doing, man? Good to have you.
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much for having me, man. It's been a very good night here, man. Everybody's so cool, and like everybody's like really, really cool, and you know, got some real poets up in this place, yo. Some singers too. Domo, I remember you. So I just got one poem here. I actually just wrote this for another segment, and it's poems about breakups. I mean, day after Valentine's Day, so you know, it's fine. This poem is called The Easy Villain. It's crazy. Now that we're at our end, my mind plays a montage of our beginning and middle on repeat, skipping over the moment at hand. I bite down on a clenched fist with a fifth of Jack in the other hand, hoping to purge this feeling, a respite to help soften the blow. Because when grown men cry over love, we do that shit alone, in the darkest corner of our ravaged story. Locked in our own play, we promised we wouldn't end this way, with guilt on our hands. I can't take back the shit I did, just as much as you can't undo the shit that you hid. But the look in your eyes tell me that we've mutually dreaded this moment, revealing who we are and doing away with who we claim to have been, feeling victimized on both sides, pointing our trigger fingers at the lover, the deceiver, the villain of the story who made you believe in them, as they gradually became part of the person you've become. The villain of the story who made you believe in them, as they gradually became the part of you that grieves here today, alone, seated on the floor, with a fist of Jack in one hand and the clenched fist in the other. End poem.
Yeah, man, nice. There you go. There's another way to end. I like that end poem.
End poem.
And transmission.
I literally just wrote that a couple hours ago. So
oh no shit.
I literally not read it out loud at all.
Hueva mierda.
Hueva mierda. I love Kit. Kit, you're my man, dude.
Yeah, right on, man. I love the open mic as a testing ground. You know, you wrote something new, try it out in your mouth and see how it feels. You know, like, oh, okay, change some stuff around.
Yeah, I've been doing. As the night's been going on, but like, nope, don't like that. Scratch that. Nope. Could do that around it. Even as I was doing it, like, yeah, I'm gonna move a couple things around. But that's kind of the joy of doing something. You have it in your head and you hear it out loud, and like, no, wait, we can creatively move some things around here and there. So it's fun. This is great. But yeah, but you can find me I'm on Instagram. I'm at fists_2_cups. Again, I'm a poet, motorcyclist, photographer, and I work out a lot. I'm a big man that likes to throw around a lot of heavy weights. So that's what I'm into. All right.
There you go. Awesome, man.
And you passed the Pocho test, right?
What was that?
Did you?
I said you passed the Pocho test, right?
Yeah, sir. I was over here giggling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it was funny. Like the Pocho test.
The Pocho test.
I need to make a t-shirt of that now. Yeah, so like low key, like I've taken some of the inside jokes from the open mic over the years, and I made some like fake t-shirt designs, and I shared it with some of you guys, but like it's just for fun, you know, because you know it's other people's work and stuff. But I did make one of Kit's Chisme Industrial Complex. I thought it's cool phrase. That would look cool on a t-shirt. But I don't know, maybe it might become a reality someday. But that'd be another cool one, the Pocho test. And then throw in some lines from the poem. Anyway, let's keep going. Next up, we have a powerhouse joining us. One of our poetic neighbors out of Albuquerque. She's doing really cool stuff with her group. The Ward is Right, and I mean, you guys already know what's up. Are the kids put away? Are they put to bed and stuff? And
yeah. Everything is good.
BWOMS nights. No, we got Marissa Prada in the house. Hey,
and I got my earbuds in, so we're
perfect.
Richie,
Welcome.
it's so good to see you. Oh my goodness. Hey everybody. I miss everyone so much when I don't get to see everyone and hear everyone every week. So I'm so glad that you do this, Richie, that you have this mic, that you create this space, and thank you so much for having me. And Jane Spoken Word, oh my gosh, I loved your poem. Thank you. So I'm going to do 2 haikus and a poem for you tonight. And no, midnight is not rubbing off on me. I just forget I have these haikus, and I try to like put them up, and I freaking forget every time. So here's the first haiku. Dear mug of hot coffee, I want to swallow you whole, you steamy, sexy bitch. And this second one is Maraca bottle, pills sent to fix the broken, get in my belly. All right, so those are my 2 haikus. Here's my poem for you this evening. It is titled Your Name Here. So, yeah. I want to run my nails down across your back, your warm skin as bumps pop from sensations. Naked are we, buried beneath your blue sheets, blue matrix pill, burrowing further into the unknown. For no woman has been here, explored the crevices of your soul, the letdown you only let go of in the deep throes of our arms, clutching, clawing to survive this solitude. Decades of nothing but time without you. I am the sum of all these moments without you. A small lighthouse glimmer of land, these times like sand sifting the hourglass of life, and all of our commitments that stifle peace for just one more moment, one more piece of your soul paired with mine to unwind together for it all to make sense. This furious forked road of destiny, of the fucking right, wrong time, every time you have ventured into my life. Defined not by what fell beneath our feet before now, until now. How now this time rallies behind my wakeful rest. So asleep I've been this entire exhaustive existence. A mummified woman's remains blown over the caskets of old heartbreak until this rescue. Parachute pirate to steal away all I knew of dark death, somehow unable to overcome the sun's sentimental happiness that spawns in my chest, that balls from between my legs. I fucking find myself missing you. I fucking find myself needing you. Half in anything most days since you, desperately wanting to be whole again. End poem.
Nice.
Good Lord. Good
Wow.
Lord.
Yeah.
Amazing,
That
Marissa.
was beautiful.
That was awesome.
I'll just add this to your tab. Yeah.
Come find me at The Word Is Right, WRITE. And I just actually launched the new website tonight. There's not an official launch yet. We're going to do a ribbon cutting ceremony on it. But you guys, if you want a sneak peek, it's not been announced officially yet, but I will totally tell you guys www.redorgreenbooks.com, but red READ. Those of you in the Southwest will get the joke. Okay, redorgreenbooks.com. That is my website. That's my publishing house. So please go check it out. We're going to do a ribbon cutting ceremony pretty soon and announce our poets in the first launch for publications too. Thank you so much, Richie.
Wow, awesome. That's super cool. Congrats on the launch there. Yeah, and I know we got some really great stuff, super secret stuff, at least it is right now, planned for March. So just gotta stay in tune, keep your finger on the pulse of what's happening there, and get ready for that. I can't wait. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Marissa. And yeah, we once travel restrictions a little bit more free and loose. We're gonna be doing some traveling. I know people are making connections and like we're all planning tours. Like, all right, we're gonna do a West Coast tour and go hit up all these spots, and it'll be really cool. So don't forget us, right? Once we start, live shows again and all that, like regularly, like normal, but we'll save that for the future. We'll put a bookmark on that. And
Yo,
yeah, I do
come
love
to
the
Jersey.
pun.
We'll show you a good time. Come to Jersey.
There you
We'll show
go.
you a good
Yeah,
time.
exactly. Yeah. And I love the pun on red or green. Funny. In New Mexico, the answer is green. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're going to the Bay Area. Our next performer got to kick off our Valentine's mixtape, which is really cool. I really liked the approach you took and like the words you said. That's why I put you up first. And also, like, as soon as I announced it that night, you sent something in, so I'm like, I got to put you on first. So we have Finn Bell in the house, who also runs a really awesome open mic and podcast and all that cool stuff. Finn Bell, how you doing today? Welcome.
I'm doing good. A little sleepy, but Elemental told me to buck up and wake up and do my poetry. Alrighty, so I'm gonna actually do a something like a story this time around, older story. It's called Rosa Virgen, and I'm going to put the glossary in the chat. Yeah. Here you go. Ta-da. Okay. Rosa Virgen. The beads click, and I am in a game or a fugue. Lunch squats in the middle of my belly, causing a paunch that makes a ridiculous balloon of my starched white uniform shirt. We have lined up in front of the gate to our open air classroom, ready to resume the afternoon session of lessons, current events, English, PE, Filipino, and then finally, blissfully, we begin the meandering trudge to the lot in front of the palenque, the public market, where the jeepney to our barangay waits to take us home. As our homeroom advisor, Ms. Ledesma, approaches, we see that she has one of the principal with her, Sister Maria Perpetua. Sister Perpetua informs us that Mother Superior has chosen us to lead afternoon prayers today. We walk towards the church in a silent single file. I watch the ground as we do so, watching the small wavers of heat hover over and turn the gravel crunching below our feet into tiny mirages. The church's interior is heavenly. The air dry and cool, the hard pew seats a relief to my sweaty back. I smell the candles and offerings of flowers at the foot of the statue of the Virgin Mary mingle in the air, mellow. A raw honey drop dripping the back of my throat, powdery musk, as if the death of revered saints had a signature fragrance to them. Sister Perpetua motions for us to kneel, heralding the beginning of prayers. I lean deeply into the worn knee cushion. The scent of wood polish that smells perpetually of incense assails my nostrils, and I give a little cough. My pale pink rosary is a Rosa Virgen, garden snake as I extract her from my pocket and unwind her from her box. I wrap the excess Abaginong Marias and the few Luwalhati sa Amas around my left hand once. The pressure of each bead is slightly sharp against my palm, and this is reassuring. Initiate sequence. Testament of my faith and belief, nang may ikatlong araw, nabuhay na maguli. On the third day, he rose again, at patawarin mo kami sa aming mga sala, and forgive us our trespasses. Aba po, Santa Maria ang Hari, hail, a hallowed queen, followed with chaste obedience by 10 immaculate virgins in a row. Aba, Ginong Maria, napupuno ka ng grasya, punong-puno ka ng grasya, bigyan mo ako, oh my God, give me some of your pregnant grace. Implore the Lord to be with me too, please and thank you. End of the row, glory be. Rinse, repeat, 4 more decades to go. I must have muttered out loud because the salt and pepper maldita in front of me just graced me with the bountiful blessings of her icicle glare. Damn, if she did not smell like Johnson's baby cologne and an air-conditioned home. I mean, bukod ka pong pinagpala, most blessed are you among women. I mean, it wasn't like she was my type or anything, but the bitchiness was somewhat of a turn on. I won't lie. Oh, Jesus, patawarin mo kami sa aming mga sala. Iligtas kami sa apoy ng impyerno. Oh, Lord, save me. Hell, is it burning in here? Is it just me? Is it the home stretch yet? Did the 2 o'clock bell chime? Would we resume regular classes after rosary hour, or will our instructors check early for another merienda? I glanced through my class palms at Ms. Ledesma, trying hard to prop her rouged cheeks on her own steepled hands and failing miserably. Yes, early dismissal. The end. Yes, I'm a little drunk. Oh my God, okay.
Yes, awesome. Sorry, I got stuck on my computer there. That was a great ending. There's some drinking involved. It's fine. It's only Monday. I've got a nice I've got some rum here ready to just enjoy everyone's poems,
It's a good night.
Yeah. Like I'm sipping on some similes and those metaphors. I heard your dogs getting excited as you're reading. They're like getting like, I heard them like jumping around, like, oh, I love it. So yeah, I also love the glossary. That's a freaking cool touch of Tagalog, right? Yeah, that's awesome. And it's also interesting to see the fusion of like the religious words thrown in. So very cool piece. Tell us about your stuff. Like, I know you have your link tree, but you also have your open mics and stuff on. What's going on this Thursday?
This Thursday is, guys, remind me. Oh, it's the theme is random acts of kindness. And then I will post that in the chats. What else is happening with me? Oh, Elemental is on my podcast. Listen to his episode. I'm going to post all of that in the chats. And there's my dogs again. Yay! Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Gotta check that out. I've been meaning to make it on a Thursday, but it just so happens I'm never by my computer, which is a huge change. But like lately I've been doing more stuff like studio work and stuff, and it just I'm gonna, next time I'm free on a Thursday, I'm gonna hit that up. And it sounds like a lot of fun, and I'll check out the podcast with Elemental. That's dope. All right, cool. Let's keep going. We got a couple more performers. If you did not hear your name or see your name on the list, just shoot me a message right now in the Zoom chat, and I can add you. We got at least a couple spots that we can add in before we get to our featured poet at the end of the night, Dan. But okay, we got next up we got Sandy Shakes out of LA, and I think you got a change of scenery. Maybe let me find you, Sandy Shakes.
Hi, hey, mic check. Can you hear me? Okay. I'm just making sure that everyone can hear me. I got kicked out of my room today because my son is wild. So here we go. Thank you for showing me all the incorrect lyrics to our bootleg song. A song that was both toxic to our eardrums and one day would cause complete deafness to the dopeness Ms. Blige sang about in Real Love. We weren't even a clean tape. There was always background shit killing our track, the kind of mixtape you ended up throwing in the trash. What a waste. We took the place of someone's playlist, pulling out the cassette, wearing like cheap chains instead. I'm tired of this. Fast forward to CD so I could burn over your nicotine scent. Thank you for breaking my heart, breaking my belongings, and showing me all the broken things inside of me, inside of us. You were the aluminum foil standard of my baby's father. Without having you as my Cracker Jack prize, I would have never ate my Wheaties and demanded to stay on my box that only champions would suffice. Now I have a new standard to live by. He loves me after the stage lights have dimmed. He loves me after the sound of the last audience snaps have diminished. He loves me in ways your narcissistic pride could not allow you to. In a way, yet your thirst for attention made your insides rot with envy. How could you stand the stench of your own stank face? Did it make you happy to destroy every holiday because every tantrum, insert audience rolls their eyes, deserve the gravitational pull of the earth to stop? Let's breathe and stop. Now show this young man the whackness that his energy caused. Let me get back to you and your vampire diaries. Your love wasn't love. It was infatuation with someone who was full of light. Like Common saying, it doesn't take a whole day to recognize sunshine. So how in the hell did it take me 7 years to throw your ass overboard? Cause it was over, bro. And it had been for a long time. I had been the captain of this ship financially, spiritually, physically, and Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Ali. I was everything. And to this day, you can replace me and replace me and replace me again. But you would never take the queen out of your son's sea, for he has respectfully, truthfully, and also perfectly chosen me. I am his favorite mermaid. No, scratch that. That I have become King Triton, and he is a power behind the scenes. Together we rule. We've parted the ocean, and your crooked feet will never disturb our glistening sands ever again.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm reacting to some of those lines. Damn. So that's some new ink based on your new ink.
My new ink, yeah, it was. I just came off an open mic, so it was a letter to your ex, and I scribbled down that one. So I'm like, let me share it with my El Paso people.
Oh hell yeah, I love it. I love it because I was also referencing the tattoo, new ink for your new ink.
Yes, and I'm healing right now.
Awesome. Hell yeah, I love it. I love it. And also, yeah, I've never seen Mighty Morphin Power Rangers used as an adverb. I said Power Ranger Lee. Like, whoa, what?
If you know, you know. That was a long time ago.
Poetic license. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Sandy. How can people connect with you online and stuff?
Instagram for sure. All my poet family, follow me at SandyShakes_the mic. And then on here on Mondays when I can catch y'all.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate that. Sandy, you shook the mic. Cool. All right, we got a couple more peeps up. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you made it work. You made it work. All right, let's keep going. Next up, we have, oh yeah, making their debut. I'm happy you made it. I know you're taking a really cool poetry workshop with was it Buddy Wakefield, right? We got Lynn Lane in the house. Lynn, you made it. You finally made it to a BWOMS open mic. So happy to have you here. Good to have you. Yeah, welcome.
I'm super thrilled to be here. And yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it, but I'm here. So this is a piece that is really new. I read it earlier this evening. I finished it this evening, actually. It's called A Neon Lit Train Filled with Bad Decisions. She was a tornado of wilted petals and blood-soaked thorns. A bruised, I'm going to start over, sorry. A neon-lit train filled with bad decisions. She was a tornado of wilted petals and blood-soaked thorns. A bruised gray winter wind, an unspoken language without a tongue. A fallen autumn leaf trapped in a spider's web. She was everything when there was nothing. I was an ocean filled with bad decisions, anchorless boats, and sinking dreams. A 5 a.m. bender, a bottle of rye whiskey, an empty subway card, and you still stuck on my mind. Together, we were perfect, if perfect could be flawed. We were a poorly written tragedy standing on a splintered stage. Two actors from two different plays, trying to remember our lines and somehow make our story make sense. It should have lasted longer in the same way that it should have never been. We shattered the window of our neon lit train. We shattered the window of our neon lit train that night at Milano's, looking for a way out before it was too late. I felt your skin as it oozed over my body, as if it was the first time I had ever held a woman. As my eyes dilated, The clarity of the night slowly slipped away. We became a spiraling, flesh-covered staircase between missing floors of a house with no room. We were gone before I awoke. Your breath still filled the room with the sweetness of our sins. I climbed out of my carcass, felt the lost hope pushing through my veins. Another shot of whiskey, another dry piss in the bathroom, another lonesome train ride home.
All right, man. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love the finger gun ending. I'm paying attention to how everyone's ending pieces today. But I'm glad you made it. You made the BWOMS debut. You're in Texas, right?
Yeah, I'm in Houston.
You're in Houston.
Yep, that's where I am. I was in New York for like 2 decades, and now I live here. But I was born in Houston, and so it's good to be back.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my younger brother lives there.
Oh yeah.
It's the next
What
time
part
I
of
visit.
Houston do you live in?
Oh, I don't remember right now. He's a speech pathologist, so he works by one of the hospitals. But I'll have to check it up because he's been moving around. But anyway, I'm glad you made it. You're such a talented photographer, so it's only natural that translates to your writing too. Like some of your imagery just hit it, and I really appreciate that.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, and lastly, so how can people? I know you got your Instagram and all that, Facebook. How can people connect with you?
Yeah, so Instagram on my poetry side, it's lynn.lane.arts. And on my photography, it's Lynn Lane Photography. And then just Facebook is Lynn Lane. So there you go. Sorry, man, I'm really tired right now. So I'm just like brains fried and I haven't eaten since lunch. So
Oh man, yeah.
I'm glad I made it through that poem.
You
But this
made
is an
it.
awesome open mic and I'm glad I finally got to come here, man. Super cool.
Appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sit back, relax, grab some food, all that good stuff. We got a couple poets left, and then I think we'll end the show and start our after party. So if you're not familiar, the after party is just a place where we hang out, and talk after the show. It's a kind of nice way to just just outside of the whole show thing and performance and keeping it tight, just a little chance to hang out. So I know it gets late too, so we're trying to get there. Right now we're gonna go ahead and get Elemental. In fact, you can catch him in the newest episode of the Vocabulary podcast. We've got Elemental up in the house. Elemental, welcome back, man.
Oh my gosh, man, you guys are so dope. I appreciate you, Richie. Everyone, to Trisha, Marissa, man, all of you, everybody here, like you folks are so dope, man. So I appreciate your platform, Richie, and allowing me to come through, man, and rip. Last night I found myself, kind of going into some places, man. So this is really, really crazy. Something I've never done, but again, if you were at New York tonight, I said I'm done with doubt, right? I broke up with doubt. So just bear with me on this one, but let's see what happens. It was summer and I was tired of bumping against what I thought I knew. I left home to join the army. My mama cried. She knew that I would surely die. I was weak. Oh, I was weak. But I joined the army. Never mind what I thought I was. This was hard work. Did more before 5 a.m. than some did in a lifetime. Questioning every breath as my body cried out in excruciating bliss. My lungs began bursting and belted out the loudest things that ever escaped my lips. I couldn't help it. I stepped into nothing I could have imagined. Shoot to kill. And if he ain't dead, we gotta reload and shoot him again. My mama was there when I left. My daughter was there when I left. My son was there. My fear was there. My worry was there. My life was there when I left. But that's the reason I left. No, right. I know that makes me the worst, but I had to get to work because now hard work sounded like, of course it's morning. Like, of course it's 5 miles. Like, of course it's full and ready to rock because I just loaded it. That sound of a full magazine bumping against my brain, blasting into my reality. Mama, can't you see what this army's done to me? Oh, I had to change, had to get in step with this version of the future I never saw coming. Stood in the shadows of sun and star with nothing more than a beginning to give them. I had to make more of this, which they said was supposed to die at 18, so I was already on borrowed time. Running from a future, chasing me like a pack of wild hounds. Nothing made sense until I found out what made the grass grow and what keeps the skies clear from the smoke of conflict. This was what might tasted like a finely tuned instrument of destruction, forged in mile after mile of singing in cadence, demented instructions, scratched into lullabies to serenade enemies into the afterlife, made them fear the death in these hands, in these sights, flowing through these veins like the smell of this locked and loaded, zeroed and tucked tightly into my training. Mama, mama, can't you see? What this army's done to me? It made me a weapon, fighting injustice abroad and imperialism at home, the new Double V campaign, and still dying in the name of America. I hope I made you proud.
Oh, damn. Woo. Do you spit that out? Yeah, I gotta check that out. Man. That's that's a promo for the podcast right there. Like, I want to know more. I want to.
Elemental, I'm gonna have to start charging, man. I'm gonna have to start charging, man. I'm gonna have to start charging.
Add it to the tab.
Good shit.
I'm adding to the tab. I'm adding to the tab. That's what I'm doing.
Love it, man. I love it, man.
Poetry
Hell
tab.
yeah.
Awesome, man.
I love.
Hell
Appreciate
yeah.
that, man.
You got a place we can connect with you, man, and like see your stuff online or what you got cooking up.
Yeah, man. Hey, like you said, man, those two ladies I mentioned, man, they just kind of have me in a little bit of everywhere, man. But I'm on IG as Elemental the Poet, YouTube Elemental the Poet. I gotta, trying to get my website together, man. But yeah, I'm here, man. I'm trying to get in as much open mic space, man, as I can. That's really, really brand new, man. Trying that out. So I really, really appreciate y'all for letting me kind of work that on y'all. Truly appreciate that.
Oh man, that was great. Yeah, I loved it, dude. Thank you for making it on, and yeah, every week I'm always grateful when you guys make it on. Like I said, even if you're trying to work stuff out, come try it out, and it's a good opportunity to try some stuff out. That one worked for sure. Okay, I think, man, as far as signups go, I think that's all I got. Checking. I don't know if anyone else messaged me, so that means I have one name left on the sign up sheet, and you guys know the name. He is the one, the only, the lyrical musician. I don't even know what that means. Dan, the man, is in the house, and we are getting him on here. Dan, what's up, dude?
Hold on a second.
How you doing?
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Like, all right.
Can you do the introduction again?
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. The intro. I'm good at intros, I think. All right. This is crazy. Are we watching a video?
Screenshot back to you, Richie. There you go.
Oh.
Intro. Start the intro.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what time it is? It's that time of the night when things get wild, things get crazy, maybe a little hazy, but we're going to have a good time. If you know what I mean, it's the one, the only, Dan the man. Dan, take it away.
Okay. Thank you, Richie. How's everybody doing tonight? Yep. Well, as you know, yeah, I still got the balloons right here, and I still got the then I have the beads wearing Mardi Gras. Well, yesterday was Valentine's Day. I know, did anybody see my blog last night? I just uploaded it. Well, yesterday. I'm sorry, not last night. Well, okay, but anyway, yeah, and we know tomorrow's Mardi Gras, so don't bet about it. All right, so it looks like I just prepared that poetry earlier today, and I think you're gonna like this one. It's called Two Holidays Almost to Collide. Well, you're about to find out. Okay, two holidays, Valentine's, Mardi Gras. Well, all right, here it is. Well, two holidays, Valentine's Day, Mardi Gras. It's like pulling double duty. some may collide, but not all in once, but don't abide all at once. Well, I did a little research, but there was no that I don't think Valentine's Day didn't happen on Mardi Gras, but even if it did, it would even if it did, it would heavily, even if okay, hold on. Even if heavily collided, it would be such a mess. And we're going, yikes. Yeah, your first comes love and then comes party. Like yeah. Shoot, hold on a minute. Oh no, you're gonna be kidding me. Oh wait. Well, what just happened?
You're recording, man. You're recording.
I did, but I am recording, but I think my hang on. Is it back? Is
Your
it back?
smoke detector batteries are out? Yeah, they are.
No, not that.
Well,
then my
that too.
computer- No, it's my computer. It just froze, and it's not responding.
We hear you, man. We hear you. Believe in yourself.
Oh,
We hear you
man.
and see you.
Kidding me?
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Shoot.
You are seen and you are heard.
Oh
Do your
man.
thing,
Yeah, I
man.
know. I'm trying to get this recorded, but oh shoot. Oh no. Don't froze on me again, stupid mother. Shut my mouth. Damn. Oh no.
We call that
No,
the
no,
reverse,
no.
the
Don't do
reverse
this to me.
shaft.
Don't do this to me.
No, shut your mouth. Shut my
I
mouth.
said shut my mouth. Yeah, I was just talking about shaft.
That's why it's a reverse shaft.
Yeah. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. No. Oh no, why are you doing this to me? I am so sorry. Shoot. Damn, I am so sorry. Come on.
Hey, we can still see you just fine, man. So like
I
you can do
know
it.
that, man. I know. It's because dang it. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I think my no. Yeah, I think my computer just froze. Okay, well, yeah.
It is pretty cold outside, man. Did you leave a window open?
No. I no. Even if it's a summer, I leave the window open, if you know what I mean. Okay. You know what? Okay, let me restart this poetry again. So since I'll have this recorded later. Damn. Oh wait. Okay. I think it's back. Hang on. Hold on. Shoot me. Come on. It's still recording. Oh no. Oh, come on.
Dan, I could
Damn.
send you videos of your performances if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
record, yeah.
Okay, please do. All right, please do. Okay, I apologize for that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and restart that. I'm gonna go ahead and wait. I'm gonna start over this poetry. Okay. Again, it's called Dale Goss. What the hell does that mean? Oh well. Okay, it is called Two Holidays, Valentine's Day and Mardi Gras. Poland, just like you think. Okay. Some two holidays, Valentine's Day and Valentine's Day and Mardi Gras. Okay. All right. Well, some collide, but not all at once, but don't abide all at once. Well, I'm not sure if Valentine's Day is on a Tuesday. Well, it did happen before, but Mardi Gras, I don't think that was scheduled for the on the day of Valentine's Day, but I'm definitely not so sure. But it took some dates dating back from the 80s to the 90s and to 2000. No, not a single day, not a single Mardi Gras day on Valentine's Day. Sometimes it would be impossible celebrating two holidays on at once, or maybe, or do you want to say first comes love, or then comes the party. Here it is. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm trying to. Hold on a sec. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to show this pink heart here. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, sometimes Mardi Gras dates are jumpy, but not Valentine's Day. It's a permanent on February 14th. But yeah, Mardi Gras, it's only on the Tuesdays, but it's jumpy. Yeah, like it's the dates of Mardi Gras are jumpy. Just like Easter Sunday, that's jumpy too. Like 3 years ago, Easter Sunday on a April Fool's Day. Yep, April 1st, 2018. Yeah, thank you, Ed. And yeah, and what's on hey, yeah, and what can I say? Funny. Celebrating egg hunting with pulling pranks. Yikes! Huh. Well, luckily that didn't happen. Oh, thank goodness. If that happens, 2 holidays in a total mess. Huh. Yeah, imagine Valentine's Day on a Mardi Gras Tuesday, February 14th. Yeah, Fat Tuesday. Yeah, Fat Tuesday, February 14th. Oh man, what are you gonna do? First comes love, or then comes party, or party, or first comes a party, then comes love. Yeah, you know that one. Sitting in the tree. First comes love, then comes marriage. Yeah, yeah. Well, funny. Yeah, funny. It was a close call. 2 days celebrating like Mardi Gras, and then the next day Valentine's Day. Well, that was 3 years ago in 2018, and it will happen again in 3 years in 2024. Yeah, so February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. Yeah, it looks like I'll be pulling double duty for loving and party. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like that, but yeah, that's the same thing. Well, this year's 2 days apart, since yesterday was Valentine's Day, tomorrow, Mardi Gras, and yeah. Give me a minute. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, well, yeah, since tomorrow's Mardi Gras, yesterday was Valentine's Day. Yeah, it's 3 years apart since it happened like 8 years ago, back in 2013, and 3 days apart. It happened like 2015. That will be 6 years ago. Valentine's Day on a Saturday. Then 3 days later, Mardi Gras on a Tuesday. Yeah, and like I said, funny Valentine's Day. I'm sorry, Valentines are permanent on a 14th. Of the 14th day of February of the second month, but Mardi Gras, it gets jumpy. Yeah, they jump dates mostly. Sometimes come around February, but sometimes early March. Well, yeah, what is it? First comes love, or then comes party, or first comes party, then comes love. Well, it's not what you think sometimes. Well, that will be funny. Valentine's Fat Tuesday on a Valentine's Day. Oh man. Well, I don't know how you can imagine that, but okay. Well, I want to say happy Valentine's Day from yesterday. Share the love, but for tomorrow, here's a bee. All right. Okay. So there. How'd you guys like it?
That was cool, man. You had props and everything.
Yeah.
Props.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras on tomorrow. Thank
Woo!
you.
You remind me of Freddie Frender.
I'm sorry?
You remind me of Freddie Frender.
Wasted days and wasted nights.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. Okay. Oh damn! I'm not recording. Oh damn!
No, Dan, I have it recorded. It's fine. I have it recorded.
Okay.
You're good. I will
Okay,
send it
then.
to you. But how can we
Thank you.
connect with you, man? You got a show and everything. You keep talking about a podcast, a show, a
Yeah.
vlog, a video blog.
I need to share this image.
You can just put your card up to the camera, man.
Uh,
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let you share the image.
Okay. Well, guys, I know this year's Mardi Gras is is tomorrow, but I know this year is different since COVID-19. But if you guys, but I don't. Yeah, I heard New Orleans is going to do something different this year, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be Mardi Gras, but they're going to do something different this year. This time the CDC restrictions, safety style. Know what I mean? Yeah. All right, here it is. Read it and weep it. Okay, find me on Twitter and Instagram. Find Dan the Man's Weekly on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe it. Here's my Facebook page, and don't forget my hashtag Dan the Man's Weekly. Okay. All right, you guys. So. All right, you guys. So, all right, you guys. You guys have a safe and happy Valentine's Day. All right, thank you. Back to you, Richie. Y'all be safe.
A whole year ahead, man. You mean Mardi Gras? Maybe. Hell yeah, man. Cool. Thanks, Dan. Dan, you're something else, man. It's always interesting to see what you're gonna pull off. And dude, just email me. I have recordings of the performances, and okay quality. Anyway, so I
I'll
heard
email you. You got it.
First love, then's the party, and neither matters as long as you got Bacardi. Oh man! By the way, we're not sponsored by Bacardi, and drink responsibly
thank you,
and all
Richie.
that.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Dan.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome.
Thank
All
you,
right.
guys.
Cool. Yeah. And with that said, I think we are at the 3-hour mark. Sorry, mic drop. Yeah.
Calling me?
Much love to everyone. I know, right? Much love to everyone who performed tonight. Really fun show as always. And again, this is going to be archived on YouTube. So if you want to go back, it'll be up in a couple days. It takes a couple days for a long video to process through YouTube, and they're going to sift through. And we're probably going to get copyright strikes from Creep, Radiohead, copyright. Anyway, either way, awesome performances. Like, people brought it tonight. We're gonna be back next week. I did mention the Valentine's mixtape. This is a new project I'm starting at least once a month, or maybe just thematically, not every month, but when something pops up. But if you guys are interested,
sorry, I missed that.
It's fine, man. There's always next year.
Yeah.
But I think from March, you guys get to hear it here first at the open mic. I'm gonna go ahead and do a call for submissions for another mixtape. Again, it's just one poem, 3 to 5 minutes. In this case, the theme is going to be centered around film, and so that's a pretty broad, I think, topic. I think different films have influenced us, whether it be iconic scenes or themes or even soundtracks, or there's a lot of ways you can go with this. So you guys have some time. I'm gonna probably put it up.
Movie stars.
It could be movie, yeah, anything related to film, movie stars, but like poems like related to it. And so it could even be like a line that you branch off of and all that. So yeah, I'll put out the official call for submissions at the end of the month, but around mid-March, I'm gonna look to start putting it out there. But if you guys want to start looking to write some stuff, write anything based around that on film, that's start hitting that up, and it'd be cool to include you guys. But other than that, that's it for the stay-at-home open mic presented by BWOMS, the Barbed Open Mic Series. My name is Richie, your host, and we will see you guys next time for the YouTube stream. We're going to go ahead and end that live stream.